How about now? It should be fixing itself here in a minute. How about now? There we go.
There we go. I mean, delayed, but yes.
Well, the delay is just natural.
There we go. I mean, delayed.
Oh, hey, I'm live on Twitch. Look at that.
Hey. Yep, I just got that
You
too.
might want to turn that down so we don't have an echo.
I know. Yay!
Cool.
Hallelujah!
Echo.
I'm just going to give us a start. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Starships and Sarlaccs tonight. We are not quite ready to get to start, but I figured we could just chill here for a minute while we wait for everyone to show up. We've got people going to join us in here in a little bit, hopefully, not too late. At the very least, we can get started and just kind of chill here for a minute. I'll wait to see how many people show up. Hoping to be a good session tonight. Oh, hey, we got a follow.
Right
Miss
now?
Miss Tillick followed us 2 minutes ago. Thank you for the follow. We're now at 19 followers.
Yay!
Woo! Keep them a comment.
Thank you.
Our goal currently for followers is 30. Ultimately, want to get to 50 because
Wait, I thought we had over 20 last time.
Nope, we have over 20 subscribers on the YouTube channel.
Oh.
Which you should follow us. You should subscribe to us on YouTube at the Nerd Herd 90s. I did change it now. It's now officially updated to the Nerd Herd 90s. You should follow us there because we make fun videos, quality gaming videos, and we enjoy them very much. We have a lot of fun with them.
That is a little bit of
And if you're a fan of gaming videos and general tomfoolery and nonsense,
Oh, I know Steven has
you should come check us out.
Put that on there.
Mostly tomfoolery.
Mostly tomfoolery. I'm not a quality game player, but I'm pretty sure I know my stuff. Actually, I want to check something real quick. Pretty sure.
Actually, let me check, see if I know my stuff.
I don't know my stuff. It's quite clear. That's the Twitch. I should have... Why is that window closed? I need to have that pulled up, please. Now I can go and do things without you all seeing it, so...
Ooh. Just kidding.
Now I can get all sorts of things pulled up. I can open another one of these because I need my screenshots. Please chat. Please talk in the chat with us, please. We like to interact with you guys, so excuse my hiccups.
He was drinking
Get some
before
from
this.
Yes. Please chat with us. We'd love to see you. And we have the chat over here on this side of the screen.
I do believe we did talk about the cure for hiccups at some point
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
in our videos.
Unfortunately, we don't have
matches. Do you not
What?
no matches.
That's the cure.
I know it's the cure, but not right now. I don't need cured.
I don't need cured.
Do not need
It's just a
cured.
random one.
Oh,
My bestie!
hello, Brent.
Hello.
Hello, Brent.
Here!
I finally fixed my sound settings so I can actually hear reasonably well.
That's good. That's good.
Yay!
That's awesome.
I'm gonna adjust the audio real quick here just to make sure everything's fine. Don't want an echo. Would you mind going back to the stream real quick and just checking if there's an echo?
When Brent, yeah.
Yeah, Brent. How's your day been, Brent?
It has been okay. I test drove a car. We're looking into financing stuff for it. Should have an answer on Monday if we can take the car off the lot.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty successful day.
That's awesome. I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio just a tad.
There's no echo.
That
Yeah, I
sounds
don't hear
good.
echo.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Doing
Doing
good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good. By the way, hello there, Darth Zero. General Kenobi.
That is my friend Augustina who lives in Argentina.
Hello!
Augustina from Argentina. Thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you. I believe it is you because when I look at the analytics for our streams, some of the views come from Argentina. So I believe that is you. Thank you very much for tuning into our streams and for sticking with us. We appreciate the
She
support.
is amazing.
Much appreciated.
Preach the support. Big preach. Big preach.
Just a huge preach.
Yeah.
That sounds
Thank you for everyone joining us.
Could you stop saying that word?
I would would preach.
There will be a time where I'll need to relocate downstairs, and another time where I'll need to step away to take care of my daughter for a minute.
That is perfectly okay. I will try to make sure that anything involving you is done before you have to do so.
Or we can do after,
Or after. Either way.
because I will be stepping back.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm actually going to... I'm going to switch over to something real quick. Because we are not currently
Get my character
Starships and Sarlaccs in, I'm going to change over to just chatting.
What should I put? I thought emoji.
I'm going to switch us over to just chatting for now. Because we are currently...
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
We're currently just chatting.
We're currently just chatting, so that's all we need right now.
Who's that?
Okay.
That's not really an emoji.
No, it's fine.
What you doing? What you looking
It's
at here?
Bubble tea.
We can do bubble tea.
Oh, what?
I was just trying
What?
to figure out
What?
an emoji.
Bubble tea? Thank you to everybody who's here, by the way. Thank you for joining us. We will be starting here soon. Waiting on some people to finish up before we start tonight's episode of Starships and Sarlaccs.
Sioma.
Tabletop.
Where's the 0 on this dice? Where is the 0 on this
That is
dice?
good.
There.
What's tabletop RPG?
Step out for a quick
Yeah,
second.
I might
Yep,
take a
you're good.
minute to use the bathroom and get some water or something before we start.
I pulled up the stream, but I'm not sure how to find the chat.
Why is that?
Because I'm incompetent. Yeah, just
Brad, that is not true.
no, incompetent in that I just don't know. If I was competent, I would know.
I'm looking at a different layout here, but hey, let me try something while I'm go to Twitch and
Would I have better success on the Twitch app on desktop? Would I have better success on the Twitch
potentially.
app?
Oh no, we're unmuted. Sorry. Where is the chat here?
Is it not popping up?
Edit, share. It could be that because this is mine, but like I go here and I do not find a chat. Where is the chat? Man,
Chat.
there it is. Okay.
Cha-cha!
Brent, if you go to the top right, there is a little arrow that says expand or collapse, and that is the chat.
Okay, there we go.
You found
Got
it?
it?
There
Yay.
we go. Perfect. Perfect. Get away from my screen. You don't deserve to see what's on my screen.
Why not?
Don't worry about Roll20 either. We won't be using it tonight.
Okay.
That's what you think. I have no clue what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I have no plans.
Mm-hmm.
Sure you don't.
Why was that unanimous?
Because we know you. You're not blowing up this station.
You can't stop me.
I might just roll the hyperspace mishaps table just because you keep threatening.
I don't
Can we?
like that.
I want to know what happened.
It only happens certain times. I will definitely probably throw it in at some point, but yeah, it is a thing that can happen. Hyperspace mishaps table. For now, I'm just gonna worry about getting you guys to the fleet.
Yes.
That's priority number 1.
Be some maintenance needs in the engine room.
I did find you can heal mid-flight the ship. It takes a check of some kind.
What happens if you roll a natural one?
Well, it's the way it works is there's a check involving. Well, I'll have to relook because there's a couple rules that are kind of contradictory and a little bit confusing. But basically, you roll a certain check, and if you fail the check, you then roll your whole dice at disadvantage, and then you take the
They don't
lower
get
of
tired
the 2 rolls.
Ew.
Interesting.
Yes. I guess I should. I'll pull up all the rules and such. I'll get the starship rules going.
Put my character sheet where I can actually see it.
So, are you gonna come gambling with me? You know, we've got about 30,000. But But we've got like 30,000 credits that we could double or
Oh, guys,
triple.
I ordered a new shirt today. Well, sorry, I received a new shirt that I had ordered, but I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Pizza! Are you serious?
Pizza!
Brad, that's
we love
amazing!
pizza. For those of you who may not
I
be in the
love
know,
it.
I want this shirt too.
for those of you who may not be in the know, go check out our YouTube channel, the Nerd Herd 90s, and search out the episode Guest Nerd Pizza on Shadow of War. I don't remember what episode it was, but you'll get the joke as soon.
Oh my
It's a very
god.
long joke.
That shirt is
That's fantastic.
chef's kiss.
I love it.
Yeah, ironically, I ordered the shirt before the episode.
Wow, it's been a while.
It was meant to be.
I was gonna say that's the thing.
How long? That was so long ago.
That was a
was.
long
Yeah,
time ago.
This was available for pre-order, and it
Oh,
only
okay.
just shipped end of this week.
Okay, I was about to say that was so long ago. Why
That
are
was
you
like at
just
least a
now
couple of
getting
months
it?
ago.
I'm so
Oh, that's
sorry.
fantastic.
It's sometimes-
Chris, I love it. Is that Shayla
Great.
La?
I rolled a 7.
Penny. No, dear.
You have a little paper. Hello, how are
Hello,
you?
Hallie. Bye, Annalise.
Is it working?
Shayla!
Working now.
Hello.
You look so lovely.
He's
What?
not very happy right now.
I said you look
Aw,
so
man.
lovely.
Oh, thank you.
You have flowers in
Um,
your hair.
Kind of currently stressed from helping out with wedding stuff.
It's okay. Come de-stress with Coda.
That's
No.
the
I
opposite
don't
of
think
de-stressing.
No,
that's
it's
possible.
distress. Come distress with code.
You know, that
Yeah,
seems
um,
accurate.
That's
That's
very
yeah.
accurate.
That should be on the t-shirt.
Yes.
I may be called away for a moment or two for pizza and whatnot.
That's fine.
You're fine.
It's okay, we'll only be a little mad.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because
I'll only
it
just
is
make sure
an
all of
hour
your characters'
behind.
deepest, darkest history secrets are revealed while you're gone.
Oh. Chills.
What?
Don't do that.
Did I do that?
You can do that with me. It's okay.
Hey, guess what?
I already
I
did.
don't have any
Guess what?
deep, dark secrets. What are you talking about?
Hey, Shayla, guess what? I'm a Jedi.
Ugh. What?
What?
Yeah, that's the thing, Paul. I already revealed your deepest, darkest secret, and you ruined the whole scene. I was trying to have this nice moment for your character, and you just go and you just ruin everything.
Everybody.
You-
Oh
Way to go, Paul.
You had frozen on a very lovely facial
Yeah.
expression.
You're like,
you're
"Ah."
fine now, but
Okay.
you're like,
Oh,
"Eh."
Got my
Coda doesn't
pound the
understand
dice
the
here.
voice.
I know.
Giddy.
Could have at least let me had a good moment.
Never.
I'm never trusting you with a nice moment ever again.
At least not with this character.
Nope. Oh yeah, your next character, I have no doubt, will have great moments if it
Yeah,
ever becomes
most
a thing.
likely.
If Coda ever finds himself in an inescapable situation.
No, it's not if.
When?
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 The problem is your ship doesn't have an airlock to throw you out.
It's Coda. It was definitely not that.
Hello, we cannot see you, but we can hear you.
Oops, sorry.
I'm gonna turn them up a little bit.
Yeah, my volume is really low.
There you are. Hello. We can see you now.
Hello, friends.
Well, now I can update the stream now that we are ready.
Are we?
You'd better be.
I'm
Yep.
trying.
Did you update your character, Shayla?
Guys, pull 5 extra hit points. You should be so proud of me.
Nice.
Why are we proud?
She got 5
whole hit points,
Hey,
guys.
5 hit points.
which is much better than 2.
It is much better than 2. That's typically a thing.
Like,
Yeah.
I have a D6 as my hit die, so like anything above about 3 is good.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
D.
and a death tyrant.
Also,
No,
dwarves.
get him away from the
Grogu
baby.
is the death
Go.
tyrant.
Look at him. Oh, so good.
They're all.
Oh, hello. Hello, stranger.
Oh man, you look so
Oh, hi,
delicious.
Cole.
Oh my gosh, Joel!
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Is that Shayla that has like
Hi,
no?
Joel.
I just saw like the top of Shayla's head and a hand pop up.
I'll be
I
right
forgot
back.
what's
I'm going to go prepare.
I mean, isn't that what you normally see from me anyway?
Hey, Paul, can you get up and turn around for a second? Stand up and turn around.
Why?
Stand up. Stand up.
Oh no.
Oh, smack that ass like a drum.
We are streaming right now, Joel.
Paul!
Wait, you're streaming?
Yes, we are streaming.
Why did that happen? I don't know.
It's Joel.
How many?
Where did that come from, Joel?
There's like 30,000 people that'll see this.
30,000?
I'm hopeful.
30,000 divided by.
I'm gonna laugh if this video gets the most views because of that comment.
Never get up from your chair ever
No,
again.
I'm never getting up to my chair ever again.
Oh,
my
baby.
Hey, I did not know we were streaming.
Hey, Paul.
Well,
Did you
but
know
stop
you
there.
can't screw your head to the side if you put both hands on your cheeks?
Yeah, I did know that.
Behave yourselves. I don't have mature content turned on this stream.
I realized that.
That's now Joel needs to go home now. Okay.
I realized that.
Yeah, he knows that now.
See you guys.
He's
Sit
leaving.
Bye,
down.
Joel.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I got the PS5 to go play.
That's just-
PS5.
Really
Rub it in.
Rub it in. I got PS5. I don't. I got a Switch. That's nice.
His jacket had no sleeves.
Which? That's
Yes.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll
but
wait for
freezing.
Brent to return, and then we will begin.
I decided to just do the stream this time.
In the meantime, here is a little Grogu for your viewing pleasure.
Yes.
It's Alex's. I stole
Here
it.
is also a holocron for your viewing pleasure. It is very nice.
Turn it
yes?
on.
It's very noisy too.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Straight from the galaxy's edge.
You're welcome.
Yes.
It's very cold now.
Because it's right
Next
above
to
the
the
vent.
open window. No, it's the open window.
Oh, the window's open?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It helps
Otherwise-
regulate the temperature
Oh, I didn't even
due
know.
to that.
Like the temperature of the ship that may or may not have exploded.
May or may not have
overheated.
holes in it.
Yeah.
In my ship,
Hello, Cadence.
What's that, Spencer?
the holes in my ship?
Oh,
you can thank me later.
No.
Shit.
That's
Spencer's
dead.
not salty at all.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
The hardest part too is I just had to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
Literally.
You're just like, why?
You guys put me here.
Pretty sure it was the last job available.
Exactly.
Pretty sure you didn't. I don't know.
I don't know, would it be better to have Coda be the pilot?
No.
No.
There's
No.
something called the ram action, and it will be the only action he ever takes.
It would have been so
It'll be the last one all of us will take.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll fly us straight into a supernova.
Yep. Hopefully your
Hey,
hyperdrive
that
Just for
that'd be
kicks and
kinda
giggles.
sick, though.
Surface just like a.
TPK. The TPK, that's not even my fault. What?
Sorry.
What?
Arcane Season 2 has been announced, and I'm super excited.
Dope.
Because the
I
last
kind
two
of
episodes-
want to watch it. You know, 'cause
I
I've heard really good things about it.
highly suggest it. It's got, last time I checked, it's like a 9.4 on IMDb and
Like overall.
Pretty darn good.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is,
IGN just gave it 10.
that is pretty darn good.
And the finale has got me reeling.
Well, you gotta have a good for now.
Gosh.
What the heck?
If we were in Hurricane.
Once again,
Please.
we are going to start here soon. Our tabletop RPG Starships and Sarlaccs. As soon as everybody is ready, we're waiting on Brent. And
Is
once
he
he-
relocating? Is that what he said?
Brent's dead.
Oh,
Brent
No.
said? Okay, we'll just start without him.
No.
So simple.
So
Or
fun.
not bread. I don't know what you're gonna do. Here, I can take your
hope I remember everything I can do.
If you're
Yeah,
in-
guys,
That's
the whole
decent.
5.
That's alright. I like that.
What's that, Lindsay?
I rolled a whole 5 hit points. I'm so proud.
Alright.
Okay.
Keep you in mind.
I rolled a 10 just
My
now.
game
It'll be the
always
highest
fails
thing I
me.
rolled ever.
Yep.
I rolled a 12. I'm gonna roll
It's got
all
10.
14 of my dice at once. Hello.
You guys don't even go that
It's
high.
always been cursed ever since the day I got it.
The DM's inspiration I haven't used yet. I think I'll roll a natural
17.
20.
Close.
I just wanted to see if I could make a power move or anything.
I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I was just like, oh my goodness.
Morgan is our resident dice goblin.
Hee hee hee. Not using that one. Not using that one. Not using that one. Nope. See, and Bad Batch rolled a 9 again.
You guys are so
Hey,
superstitious.
call after.
I'm
No,
just
that's a
little-
good thing.
I'm just a little suspicious.
Hey,
No,
Paul.
my Bad Batch dice roll a 9. That's a good thing.
Do you like your Pokemon game?
Oh,
Do I like my what?
Your Pokemon game, your Nuzlocke.
Oh yes, I'm
Your
loving it.
Nuzlocke.
how's Chimchar?
I don't want to talk about Chimchar. I was super sad.
Dude, one of the only.
Did you lose
fire
one
types-
already, Paul?
I lost 2 already.
Oh, oh boy.
He lost.
Jeez.
Okay, we're
Wait,
good.
who's the one?
Pros.
Geodude.
What's
you
the second one
fucking-
you lost?
Yeah,
That was my mistake, though. That was 100%.
That's so funny.
I put him in that situation.
You sentenced him to death.
I pretty much did.
Well, do you like Pearl better than Diamond?
I played Diamond when it first came out, and now I'm playing Pearl. Honestly, they're kind of the same in my eyes, so...
Okay.
Did you see
Because I had
What's
Pearl
that?
as a kid, and now I want the Diamond.
added to the game?
You know, I bet if he played Diamond, he would have lost to Chimchar.
Legendaries, you can counter them all, but it's all the ones from past games. So
Did Brent?
Baby.
Okay, so I was going when Brent left. Did he say that he was going to relocate, or is he doing
And
something else?
Diamond, you get the.
I
dogs
missed that
and-
he even
So-
left, so I don't know.
I just
if
actually
he-
remember him
I
saying
missed it as well.
Oh, did you get him?
Okay, because I had left by the time he.
I can't use you. I named him Flopsy.
I love
Was
it.
there anything else with the?
my pet
Have you watched?
Is there anything else with the?
Well, and then you got the
I just lost my train of thought.
Spirit Blade.
Spirit
Somebody
Blade?
was watching this doing this.
Yeah, that one.
But, Lindsay, are you gonna get either one?
I had Pearl at before, and so I'm thinking about getting Diamond. So right now I have a sword, and I
A
really
sword?
like it. I have Pokemon Sword, and I really like it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now I'm like, wanna
Pokemon
get
Sword's
it.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had sword.
Yeah, it's Sword, yeah. Or my brother had Sword,
Yeah,
and I played
like-
his game.
I actually really like Sword. I don't think it deserves all the crap that people give it personally, but that's just me because I like Pokemon games. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't think it deserves all the hate that it got, but that's just me.
Sorry, I have a little thing over here. I just
No, you're
dropped
good,
some
you're
scissors.
You lost
Well, are you gonna get
25
Arceus?
Pokemon and sit up.
I'm
we're gonna what?
upset.
Is asking Paul if he was gonna get the Legends Arceus game.
Yeah.
I was gonna get that, and then I got Pearl, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get Legends right away as soon as it comes out.
Curious, I need to see
But I want to. I want to get it.
To eventually. I mean, I feel like so many people have said bad things about it that makes me kind of not want to get it, but
It's
I don't
one of
know.
those things where like I'm wanting it to be tested by other players first. I want to get a feel of how they're gonna like it, if it's liked at all, because they're doing they're doing many new things with this.
Yeah.
And so it's like I'm just gonna get Pearl because I know I love Diamond and Pearl, and I'm gonna put a twist on it. I'll do a Nuzlocke.
yeah. I was gonna do a Nuzlocke with Pokemon Sword, but I wanted to actually like finish Pokemon. So
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry your Chimchar died.
What was his name?
R.I.P. Chimchar.
R.I.P. Chimchar. Get an R.I.P. Chimchar in the
Kuzan.
chat.
What?
Kuzan, what's his name?
F for Kuzan in the chat. Press
Yeah.
F for respect.
Yeah, press F to pay respects to Kuzan in the chat. Or
I def-
R.I.P. Chimchar. Kuzan.
Started in... Oh shoot.
Should we message Brett?
I texted him just to make sure.
Okay.
Just to be sure that he is, or what he's going on.
Oh gosh. Or Emerald, we should Emerald. We can do that.
Okay, he is relocating. So.
Okay.
Yes. And I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should.
Yeah, he's Harambe.
Because there's ones that.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we talk about
I think
having the perturbed chicken as an emote?
We did talk about having the perturbed chicken as an emote.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I wish I could have this thing closer. It's very small.
The first one I bought. I played my friends.
You are very proud of that thing.
I'm not proud of it. I just like it. It's cool. It's a freaking holocron. I'm the lore keeper here. I keep the holocron.
I don't know.
What?
See, and I wish I could have gotten you a better crystal.
Oh, the crystal's fine. You know I'm just joking.
I know.
Not actually
I
ungrateful.
almost got blue, but then it felt cooler to get purple.
Oh yeah. Where it was like the Kanto kind of remake.
Used for making lasers.
But then the other one, like that actually was like an interesting Pokemon I want to play, like whatever was Emerald. So, those ones are fun.
Yeah.
Good games.
See.
Good games.
See. Brent will be here. You will return in a minute.
It almost sounded like Hondo.
Brent will return in a minute.
Shoot. I didn't know Canva had that.
No, either.
Canva has what?
A free online Twitch emote.
Very nice.
Brent is
Hello,
here.
Brent. He has returned.
Hello!
And now he's frozen. Well,
That's good for us.
He's frozen.
Frozone? Incredibles? Great movie.
Hello?
Hello!
Same with Mega Man.
Should we start then?
Is
I'm
everybody
good. I will probably be muted for most of the time, but yeah, I'm ready.
ready? Very nice, very nice. Alright, let us start! I will also apologize. There will be no music for the foreseeable future until we can find some sort of adequate way to get royalty-free music that won't get me copyright struck on Twitch or YouTube. Used the Star Wars music last time.
I forgot my recorder, dang it.
Do you want to play the Star Wars intro music on your recorder, Alex?
Just like.
You try, Austin, you should try looking at Pretzel, I think is what it's called.
Pretzel?
Yeah. It's one that it works with Twitch. So like it'll tell you in Twitch like what's the sound, what song's being played.
Let's check that out after the
I'll
stream.
take a look, yeah. I was hoping to find some sort of Star Wars adjacent music. Hopefully I don't forget what this is and just wonder, why did I type pretzel into my...
Wetzel's pretzels. Yeah.
I want
Pretzels.
I really want Wetzel's
Pretzel
pretzels now.
birds.
Yeah, get
From
We're
right
gonna take a short break and go get.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Wetzels. I'm just
Wetzels.
kidding.
It's like 20 minutes away, so we'll
It's
stream while we get pretzel run.
Or hey, we can
Doesn't
send
have DoorDash?
No, we don't need pretzels.
I don't.
Oh,
I mean,
dang.
a
I would order
little
some
bit of
for
a
you.
snack up here would be
Okay.
nice, though.
Ooh, I wonder if DoorDash does it.
Let's get
It's
started.
if you're curious,
I'm checking
Austin,
DoorDash.
it's pretzel.rocks.
Let's get started with some Starships and Sarlaccs. Here is our glorious logo created for us by our resident Alex Cranny. It is now very unflatteringly plastered in the middle of the screen, and I will now reduce it back to its position on the overlay. So,
It looks
Thank you,
amazing.
Alex.
it looks great. We love that logo. Thank you very much. So, where we last left off, the now known as the crew of the Stargazer were on Terrace and completed a series of missions for a Marshal Kalen and an Aranos Zalo. Discovered that there was an operation on Terrace creating a new sort of strain on the rat ghoul plague that would create much larger and stronger rat ghouls. They decided it would be best to pursue this and to put an end to this operation, as rat ghouls are incredibly dangerous. And they felt that Aranos, to some extent, had the Republic's best interest in heart, as most of the people in this group are directly affiliated with the Republic, or in some fashion otherwise. They also completed a couple of a mission specifically for an entrepreneur by the name of Cassilius Zahn, who, with possibly dubious intentions, they retrieved a painting of his ancestor from his family's old estate on the destroyed world of Terrace. After doing so, they acquired a ship X-70B Phantom class ship that they named the Stargazer. They got their roles, the deployments assigned, and they went and did a little practice dogfight with some of Aranos' remote-controlled ships. It was it was a pretty easy, not so bad fight. The only structural damage in this completely simulated and not actually real dogfight was done to the ship by its own mechanic, Kota. And as you can see, the captain, Dex Spencer, is not very happy with the state of things. And after doing so, Aranos said that he would contact them when the time was right for the operation to continue, and told them to go to Carrick Station, which is in the core world of the Republic. And we left by them entering hyperspace. And we now come to it with the swirling starscape that is, or in hyperspace technically, as it swirls around the ship, and it is pretty smooth. The coordinates are locked in for a world that the canon or the legends does not actually know the name of. We just know Carrick Station sits above it. And because your hyperdrive is class 5, it will be a 20-day journey.
Excuse me, it's gonna take how long?
It's going to be a 20-day journey to the core worlds, and when you reach Carrick Station. So, you have 20 days to interact with each other. The ship is yours, and to be fair, the ship is pretty bare, because it's still pretty basic, upgraded, like not barely upgraded starship. There's nothing too fancy in it yet. There is an investigation suite.
I mean, I've decorated the engine room.
Yes, you did, with a little bit of carbon scoring.
And I've placed my grenades and grenade launchers there.
Yes, you have placed your incredibly volatile explosives
Like a
near the hyperdrive.
Like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Little ornaments.
Yeah.
Like a Christmas tree, but much, much brighter.
And more explosive.
And so, there's no need to pilot the ship now, as it is just on an automated course, so you all are free to roam about the cabin. The seatbelt lights have been turned off. And
the seatbelt lights on for him.
yeah, the seatbelt lights are on permanently for you.
We tie you to the chair just so you.
You are not going anywhere.
I will also say, you find on your ship there are 300 rations, which is about a day's worth of rations, or not a day's worth. One ration will last each of you about a day.
We feast
For one day.
Do you expect us to like eat each other by the end of those 20
That
days?
is my TPK cannibalism.
That's how we all die. We feast on each other.
It's like we're just stuffing our faces with rations.
Well, we all know who's getting eaten first.
You know, that might be the case if one of y'all got infected with the Rackle Plague and then didn't tell anybody.
Ooh.
Well, I know who's being eaten first. The literal sushi boy over
I mean,
here.
you probably taste delicious. You probably taste like tilapia. I say you taste like tilapia, which is delicious.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
And then probably me next. I'm also.
That's true, you are kind of fishy.
However, the damage to the ship was only
And
minor.
both of you, aren't you?
Wasn't particularly,
He's an
and
Alvin.
there is a way in which you can repair it mid-flight. Let me pull up the rules here to make sure I'm remembering this correctly. By the way, thank you everyone who's joined us on Twitch so far. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't followed us yet, please follow us at the NerdHerd90s on Twitch. Subscribe to our channel by the same name on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram as well if you like fun, goofy, nerdy content with a lot of shenanigans. Let me see if I can find this rule. There is a way, if one of you would wish to help repair your ship.
I'll do it.
No.
No.
I think he would eat much more.
Do Spencer and Lindsay sound kind of quiet?
What kind of ship would that be? Is that a?
They're a little.
I'm currently looking at it. So this is what's called a recharge. It's kind of like a short rest for your ship. Let's see. A deployed mechanic. Do you have a mechanics kit?
Nope.
Does anybody have a mechanics kit?
No, I have Ars Tech and.
I have proficiency in a mechanics kit, but
I do.
not an actual kit.
I have a mechanics kit.
You have a mechanics kit?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because it says the mechanic has to do this. So if you can recharge the ship by making a mechanics kit check, an intelligence check with a mechanics
Do not
kit.
have a mechanics kit.
So Paul?
Let me see that bad boy, and I'll be sure not to confuse it with my demolitions kit.
Oh my.
Roll
Can
an
I
intelligence check.
can I assist him with
It says
this?
the mechanic has to do it.
Oh. But it's my mechanic kit.
12.
Okay. You may now explode. No. So, how many hold dice, Spencer? How many? I don't think any hold dice have been used. Actually, have any hold dice been used?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So usually, I know shield dice have been.
Yeah, shield dice have been.
So, how many shield or Spencer? How much damage has the ship taken?
Where did that sticky note go that had?
I think it was like 15 points of damage.
Dude, where did that sticky note go? I
12.
had.
While you look for that, Lindsay, what's your hand up for?
Oh, I guess Paul's a help action. Can I help him with this check at all?
He already succeeded. It's fine. Like it doesn't it literally the DC is 10, so he already succeeded.
I have a bonus where I can give somebody like if I use the help action, I can give them a +2 to their check.
Oh, that's
So I was
interesting.
like,
I will remember that in the future.
Yeah, because I have it where I have to make a saving throw, but if I succeed, then they get a bonus to their whatever check they're doing.
I guess I suppose a help action wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary.
Oh, I found it. I'm blind.
That's okay. How much damage did it take?
We are at 39 out of 48.
Okay. So, Spencer, how many hit dice are you commanding Okota to roll? Or hold dice? You should have 6?
Dice, like, what? Are they D6s? D8s?
They're D8s. It should say, let me pull up the sheet here.
Yeah, will you send it to me again? I'm going to print that out again. I don't know what happened. So we have more than just this.
Okay, it's 68. So you have 6 hold dice. Or hit dice, whatever.
Alright, rolling 68.
Well, you don't have to roll all 6.
Well, what if I want to?
You don't need
Let's
to.
Let's do 3. Let's try to get us
roll
up a little
3
bit.
D6, please.
Can I roll them twice?
No, you only roll them once.
Those are D8s. I thought you said D6.
Did I say D6?
Is it D6 or D8?
It's a D8.
I'm showing D8s.
D8.
Oh, I'll say you said D6. Never mind, I'm
It's
sorry.
2 off, people! 6, 6, and 7.
Okay.
Oh, that was almost.
That's pretty good, actually. And that includes the Constitution modifier, so add 6 on top of that. But I don't think it's necessary. I think you're back at full.
We are back at full.
Alright.
Even just 2 of those dice, I think, would have been fine.
Yes. There was a question that was just asked. I was going to look up. What was it?
I do not remember.
I'm losing my mind.
You can't lose what you never.
Alright, so with a little bit of prodding from Dex,
He's my brother, I can say
the
that.
resident ship mechanic Kota
Expertly.
repairs the damage made to the ship in hyperspace. As most of the damage was done internally, doing this is not terribly difficult because it was pretty much located to one room in the ship.
I don't see the problem, Dex. Everything seems fine to me.
So many things. I have so many things I could say to you, but I'm just going to point at the marks you've left in this room.
It gives you
As a
character.
reminder.
Keep your cool, Dex. Keep your cool.
We don't need character on the inside of our ship.
But that's where I'm at. I'm not gonna see the outside.
Kota, there
Yes,
are so
there.
many questions I have for you.
What did you say, Spencer?
I just said I guess you at least fixed it up. I'm going back to the bridge.
It's just gonna be like shining the walls for a little bit.
Alright. So, your ship is back at full health.
Yay!
It has
Hallelujah.
used a few hit dice. But you now have 20 days.
Cool.
By the way, and also you have 300 rations. That is your ship's maximum capacity for rations, which I actually upped because it's normally 120. But with the 7 of you,
That would
Yeah,
go.
that would only last you 15 days. So, I
Are there
upped
8
it.
of us?
Children of the Corn.
Thanks for letting
This is the reminder that the droid doesn't
There's-
eat either.
8,
Yeah. Well, the droid doesn't eat.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
it would only last you not that many days. So I upped the capacity so you have some buffer. Although I assume you still have rations left over from your.
Nope.
Yes.
So, you
That was bone dry.
So you have 20 days. Who wants to do what? There's not a whole lot to do, but interact with each other. Unless you decide to be antisocial, which is also an option, but you have 20 days.
I'm gonna go to Dex after I have cleaned the walls and have spit shine the floor.
Ew.
Spit all over the floor.
He's just on there going.
You need the mop to go.
Somebody falls and hits their head and bleeds all over the place.
Ugh.
Leaving my grenades, of course, in the engine room.
Of course. In
Um,
your bunk where they'd be readily accessible.
no, not there. I'm gonna be in the engine room.
That's
most
not going near my rack.
of the
The engine room's the only logical choice.
exactly.
The droid agrees.
There was some pretty good flying there, Dex.
Say that again.
There was some pretty good flying.
Thank you. I have done my fair share of flying in the past, and it felt good to get back in the seat.
Where you flown?
Oh, here, there. Not as much space travel as I would like. I did spend a good amount of time as a driver in Nar Shaddaa.
Nar Shaddaa. You from there?
I am. That's where I guess you could say grown up. You kind of become an adult very quickly there.
I've never been. Is there a lot of water?
We will have to take you there. That's for certain.
Do you like to gamble?
Lots of gambling.
Then I probably like it.
Just picture your experience in Terrace gambling there. Bump it up by 10, and then make it an entire planet.
Austin, is your chat
So I made 0
Is
credits.
your chat working?
Multiply
Yeah,
by
not
10.
how much you made, your experience.
Oh,
Oh wow, I just updated. Hello.
I was about to say, I looked up and there wasn't any. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. Maybe I'll keep it up.
but I mean, yeah, we'll have to check it out. Where we go right now?
We're going to. Oh my gosh! It starts. Why did I just forget the name of the station?
Carrick.
Carrick Station.
I know it's okay. We're going to. We were told to go to Carrick Station. It's a pretty popular
It's a pretty place.
station. Austin, would you say I have been to Carrick Station before?
I'm gonna say no. You haven't been to Carrick Station.
Would
Okay,
I
that's
have been to Carrick Station?
Actually, yes, you would have.
They don't like me there.
That's accurate
I'm not
everywhere.
super surprised by that. But
I'm just
you know
gonna go
what?
off on a limb and say they probably don't like me.
I think
in
that is a
general.
very accurate assessment. But it has been a while since you've been there.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, so they might not recognize me.
Oh, you just lost Shayla.
Oh.
Shayla!
Oh, she's
Oh.
coming back.
Oh, there she is.
Coming back.
Oops.
Probably sketchy Wi-Fi.
Don't scare me like that again.
Here we go.
But, we'll see how it goes.
We will definitely see how it goes, and maybe we can do some things to make it so you don't get immediately thrown into jail.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Call it a hunch, that's all.
I've never been in jail.
That's surprising.
What are you guys having this conversation, by the way?
I imagine I just went to find Dex or wherever Dex is at.
He's probably flying.
I mean, we're in hyperdrive, so we're not flying, but I'm
That's
probably just like
Hyperspace.
sitting in the cockpit, like getting used to like where all the buttons are and the controls, and just kind of like really familiarizing myself with the cockpit, so it's become second nature for me to pilot.
Yeah.
Probably as you're doing this, I am probably gonna like look at some of the switches and maybe flip a few, just for kicks.
As you flip them, I'll be like quickly like flip them back. It's like, don't touch that.
You are literally Grogu from season 1.
You reach over while looking at Dex.
Want us to be thrown out of hyperspace?
I mean, no.
Hey, then don't touch the buttons. Unless you want your insides on your outside, don't press any buttons.
Okay, buttons are off limits. Gotcha. But the
Switches. I feel like I have to say that now.
He is literally a toddler. You
I
have
was
to
gonna say, he
specify
is a
everything.
child. You said don't touch buttons, I touched a switch.
What's that difference?
That's how you're gonna think.
So, other than flying, what'd you do on Nar Shaddaa?
I did a lot of things. I was one of those people who you had a job, you need something done. I was one of the people you called to get it done. But I grew tired of Nar Shaddaa and expanded my view and left there and haven't really looked back.
I see.
What about you? What brought you off planet?
Money, really. Became a soldier for the Republic, got blown up, met DP, and came to Terrace.
That's pretty straight and to the point. That's good.
Yep. And I lost all the money, so wasn't worth it.
Well, we'll see if we can't find a few more jobs and make you some more money.
Oh, I've got money. I've got a lot of it.
Yes, we'll see how long that lasts.
Go to Carrick Station. We'll make some more.
I look forward to seeing your efforts.
Me too.
And with that, he'll just like abruptly turn and leave out of the cockpit.
And I walk away. Alright.
Alright. Bye, I guess.
Alright. As the journey continues, the long... I will say, Dex, you spent a lot of time in the cockpit. Hyperspace is fascinating. It's thrilling to watch. I would say due to the nature of some of you, you've never really seen hyperspace up close. And if you've traveled, it's mostly been on like a passenger ship or maybe a military vessel where you don't get to see the hyperspace flight. But Dex, you realize after about 3 hours, it gets pretty boring. Really, not a lot happens. This pretty swirling blue effect, but after about 3 hours, you've basically seen it.
Only 3 hours? That's impressive.
What
Dex,
days of this?
I say 3 hours because Dex I'd say, is a guy pretty used to being by himself and being, what's the word? Mindful of things. But yeah, hyperspace gets pretty boring after a while.
What'd you say, Lindsay?
I said, we have 20 whole days of this.
Yep. So,
20
Same
days
thing.
trapped in here with me.
Kowalski's sick as a dog.
Rico keeps trying to eat him.
Alright, so there's that. What else? What other things would you like to do while on the ship? Interactions you'd like to have, things you'd like to do?
I mean, I'm probably gonna familiarize myself with the different technical parts of the ship, like the shields and the computer systems and stuff. Just kind of seeing how the ship works.
You were the... You were the operator?
Technician.
Technician, okay. So yeah, you've got your station, you're looking at it, and there are a lot of... Most of the stations, in fact all of the stations, even the gunner stations, have basic access to some of the basic functions of the ship, like Byra was able to use the electromagnetic scrambler from her gunner station. There's kind of those controls around there.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot in the way of like, you notice that there is a basic, central computer, but it's nothing fancy. It has basic information. You might not be able to get a whole lot of stuff out of it, but yeah. There is the investigation suite, which, Oranos did promise to be on the ship, and...
What's in the investigation suite again?
Well, let me pull it up. As soon as
Let's investigate.
Investigate the investigation suite.
The investigation suite, so, it has... So, what kits do you have? What tools?
She had mechanics kit.
You gave it back to me.
I'd remember not saying such things.
Miria would assure that she got that back from you.
At bow point.
Yeah, at bow point, for sure. I have Tinker's Implements, Mechanics Kit, and Slicer's Kit.
Okay, so you look through the investigation suite, and you notice that there is a bunch of different kits. One of which you recognize as is it Slicers or Security Kit? You said you had. Slicers. One you recognize. So these kits are like built into this suite here. There's kind of like these little stations. And roll an intelligence check for me. I have no doubt you're gonna figure this out.
I just upped my intelligence.
Very nice.
I'm at a 20 now.
Ooh, very smart.
Unless I do that.
Yeah. What is it?
8 total.
8. Okay. I'd say
That's what I get. That's what I get for bragging.
you can definitely tell that there is.
Sometimes kind of.
Actually,
bites
what are
me,
you?
but-
So those are the kits you have, or are those the ones you're proficient in?
I'm pretty sure I'm proficient.
Because they're the ones you have, and then the ones you're proficient with.
I think I'm proficient in the slicers, but I forgot to mark that.
Are you
Wait, let me
proficient in
see.
all of those kits, or do you just have all those kits?
I just told you, dude. I
She's
don't
proficient.
know.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So
I have them in my
I would say for
equipment,
whatever
but I
reason you
didn't-
recognize the basic concepts of some of them, but you eventually, without being able to figure out how to do it yourself, you managed to basically find an instruction manual. There is a disguise kit, a forgery kit, a security kit, and a slicer's kit, all built into this side of the ship, this little room. And basically, while utilizing any of these tools, you can add your proficiency to make checks with those if you want. If you already have proficiency in those, you can double your proficiency bonus. If you already can double your proficiency bonus in using those, you can then add half of your governing ability modifier in addition to that.
Shoot.
So this would be good for just kind of as a rule sort of thing. If like you found a small safe or a small security lockbox, and you wanted to really get into it, you could bring it back to the ship, and you have a better chance of being able to get into it because of just the sheer amount of bonuses you get by using this integrated room.
Oh, okay.
Bring everything back to the ship, including people.
That's an interrogation room, and you don't have that.
Yet.
Alright, so, yeah, the investigation suite. The rest of the ship, I mean, there's not much to say. Like, there's definitely space, like, in the main area near the big hollow terminal. There's definitely room, you can tell, for, like, stuff that could be put in there, and there's a lot of extra space that... This ship can hold a lot of modifications, so... but it's pretty bare bones. The cargo hold has all your rations in it. The luxury suites are pretty nice, though. I mean, you got... The beds are super comfortable, super soft, and you have nice privacy in there. The refreshers are nice. There's a bidet in each of them. I mean, the ship has the potential to be really nice, but as of right now, it's kind of bare bones.
Okay.
Anything else? What else would y'all want to do? Interactions you want to have with each other?
At some
DP
point,
was definitely fascinated with the bidets, not quite grasping the concept. So he entertains himself for a couple of hours, just pushing the button, seeing the spray, just again.
That'd be so fun to just peek in and see what was going on.
He's sitting there just playing with it.
What is this?
What's this? What's this?
Basically.
Okay, Shayla, you were saying something?
I was gonna say at some point Robbery would go find DP, probably while he's playing with the
Yeah,
bidet,
you walk
and
in
be
and
like,
DP is like on one knee, just like pressing this little button on the bidet, watching the water like sort of like the Trevi fountain, just like these little arcs of water.
Like a little rainbow.
well, I'm certainly glad you found a way to entertain yourself.
It's really interesting. What is this for?
Have fun with this robbery.
Oh.
Yeah, retell us.
Okay.
We don't have to get into it. We can skip.
There's a little book
No,
called,
I need to hear
There's
this.
a little book called Everybody Poops. Everyone except you, DP.
Well, you understand the concept of what a refresher is, right?
I suppose it's a place for cleaning. I guess that's it. That's all I know.
Basically, this is where organic bodies go to dispose of their toxic waste.
I see.
Okay, that's
And that just helps it be a little bit more clean.
Well, asked and answered, I suppose. What are you doing on this part of the ship?
Yes.
I was looking for you, actually.
I don't know the answer to.
He'll quit pushing the buttons and give you his undivided attention.
I'm just curious. How did an Imperial droid end up being friends with an ex-Republic soldier?
That is a great question. It is not a series of events I was expecting, but there was a time where Kota and I found each other. We became indebted to each other, of sorts, and we've been sticking around ever since. I keep him out of trouble. I keep him fed. And he brings the grenades.
Yes, he certainly does.
I was gonna ask that. I was like, you sound like a dog.
But I'm curious,
Did you read the
being Imperial, you don't have any concerns about being around people of the Republic?
Well, my protocols... Well, let me start over. I was found by the Republic and reprogrammed as a military asset. However, they deactivated some of my Imperial protocols, and those are subsequently locked from my memory bank. I don't care much what people in the Republic think of me. I was assigned for a job. That job is done. Now I'm free.
Yeah.
His daughter agrees.
That's interesting. I'm glad that you are free. That is a rare commodity.
A free of sorts. There are some places that don't approve of the present, which is why I wear this cloak. Try to hide. It's more for other people than it is for myself.
What are you doing?
I'm having a conversation. Oh.
All
Yeah,
of a
that's
sudden, a
a movie.
second voice comes out of DP.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
shoot!
He has
The
multiple
droid with
personalities.
Droid with multiple personalities. That's an idea.
Oh, dang. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. I was curious about that when we were first on Terrace, but a lot was going on, and I wasn't quite sure how to bring it up.
Of course. Well, I have your attention. I was curious how you came to acquire your skills. Myself, I was programmed, so that makes sense, but where did you learn the finer points of battle?
A little bit of everywhere, honestly. I learned at a very young age. I got into all kinds of trouble as a child, and training was a way to focus my mind and a way to more keep out of trouble, but it was a way to keep me involved in what was going on around me. It made me more aware, and as I began to travel around, I picked up a thing or two from certain individuals, and I ended up on Nar Shaddaa for quite a while. And that's a place where, if you aren't careful, you are dead or broke.
Yes, that makes sense. Did you have a family group?
That's a bit difficult. Yes and no. There were groups of people. I never really stuck with a particular group for very long because I could never trust them enough to stick around.
Did they betray your trust?
Not directly. There was never anything that truly made me feel like I was going to be betrayed immediately, but I could see inner workings between groups and individuals who had loftier agendas and ideas, and they were unstable in their groups. Everyone wanted to gain something by betraying another person, and I just made sure I got out before they put it into effect.
I suppose it is good to be proactive rather than reactive. You can deal better with threats.
Unfortunately, there were a few times I didn't quite get out in time.
Sorry about that.
Good.
You may not have made it out in time, but you are still here to tell the tale.
And they are not.
Was it you that did them in?
A few of them.
There are not many that can overcome the bonds of their familial group.
Well, Nar Shaddaa isn't exactly a place where family relationships can really thrive. At least not in the areas that I was.
I see. Well, I admire your skills. I hope that you can teach an old droid some new trick.
If I can teach you anything, that'll be a great accomplishment in my eyes.
I don't know if you can hear, but my daughter's singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Aww.
I love Hallie.
She's so cute.
Yeah, very cute.
Is that the end?
I don't know if I have anything else to add to that conversation.
Okay, yeah. At that point, Robbery would just kind of nod at him and, thank you for satisfying my curiosity. It just seemed like an odd combination for an Imperial droid to be with a Republic soldier.
Of course. And likewise, thank you for satisfying my curiosity. Now I know how this bidet works.
I'm glad I could explain it to you.
Any turns impressive it again?
Is that EP knows how a bidet works.
Important.
Robbery just turns, and as she walks down the hall a little ways, she's gonna start laughing.
Because we had this conversation like in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Talking about murder.
Like people are just like,
I don't know if Patricide was involved.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
because there are.
Because
So
he's
the,
just pressing a button.
if you remember, the rooms are split like. There are 4 rooms with 2 beds each in the rooms, and so it's kind of this thin sort of room with a bidet, with a refresher at the back. So it's like this is technically his and Coda's room that she is now in. So, I can imagine one of you walks
Not
by.
anymore, she left.
It's like- and as you laugh, Ravery, it echoes. The whole ship hears it. It's not a particularly big ship.
She's not shy about it.
So yeah, this is just.
Did you hear that?
And you guys are towards the back of the ship because Byra and Ravery, Kota, and DP are towards the back of the ship.
Yeah.
Near their stations.
Yeah.
Anything else? I will remind you, you have a lot of items that you got from the vault that you have yet to distribute amongst the members.
Oh yeah.
I did not write those down.
That's okay.
I forgot about that because I missed most of that session.
That's okay. I have them here for you. Let me get something pulled up real quick.
I did not write them down, but I don't think I got any.
I think one of y'all took all of them, I think, but you have yet to. It's under wretched hives. I'm getting a couple things pulled up. So.
We're great note takers, apparently.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm being very forgiving.
I think it was something that we talked about like right at the very end, and then.
It was towards the end. I remember that.
Okay.
But then it's also been.
Okay.
It's
been
so
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
you have. I'm gonna have the stream pulled up so I can see things. Dang it. So. You have. Fine, I guess I'm not. You have parts for a keen modification for blaster, and a keen mod. Basically, whenever you, it's basic weapon keen 1. The critical keen 1. Your critical hit range increases by that number. So if you add the keen modification to your blaster, or I don't think your light. No, this isn't a blaster modification, or this is only a blaster modification. You basically your crit range with that weapon is 19 or 20.
Ooh, nice.
So you have parts for that. You
Does that
have
work with grenade launchers.
No, because they roll dexterity.
I know.
You have a disarming modifier or modification, which is whenever you score a crit with a weapon with this, you can basically attempt to disarm it with a lower DC, but it is something you can do when you score a crit. There is one light shield with an anchor. Basically, it's like a normal arm shield, but you can basically anchor it into the ground and use it for, I believe,
For cover.
Yeah, for cover. Let me take a look.
I think I remember that. I think we all agreed that Spencer would like that a lot.
Yeah, let me make sure. Anchor. So a light shield provides 1/4 cover. So you could take it and use it for a quarter cover. It's not a lot, but still.
It's something.
Horticover, I think, is a +1
Yeah,
to AC.
it's a +1 to your AC. There's a focus generator, and basically, so this is the one that really stands out. It basically is sort of holocron looking, but it is though two pyramids were kind of like mashed together in this sort of hourglass shape, and it's kind of small. And I would definitely, as Depeus and Aetov, recognize this as a focus generator. It's basically a force focus. It gives you a +1 to your attack rolls and saving throws with force abilities. Definitely the odd object out amongst Cassilia or Anarian Zon's stash of items. There is a +1 armor overlay. Very basic, gives you a +1 to your AC when you apply it to your armor. There is a basic vocoder, which is basically allows a droid to learn, I believe, 3 languages.
Well, I think we all know who's getting that.
Well, there are 2 droids technically.
Me.
Yeah. So a basic vocoder, actually 5 languages.
Whoa.
So you can give it either to DP or to Spencer's little droid. By the way, Spencer, have you named your little buddy yet?
I was actually, so I lost my stats for him, so that's what I've been doing, is rewriting his stats.
Man.
Oh,
And I'm in the process of finding a name for him.
Okay. So, yeah, because Dex has his little probe droid little dude.
That's what we'll call him. Let's call him Little Dude.
You could install it on him or you could give it to
Little
DP and learn 5 languages. Because it does say, it does grant the ability to speak. If they don't already have the ability to speak.
I know 7 languages.
It also can be, you can change the languages if you hook it up to a computer or a protocol droid. You can change the languages. There is an Agile 1 mod, and I will tell you what that does.
Is that blaster or armor?
That is armor. So,
I'm going to get my daughter some food, get her ready for bed. I will turn the camera on when I'm back.
okay, you are good. So, the Agile property is an armor property where you gain a bonus to dexterity checks and dexterity saving throws equals that number, and gain a bonus to your speed equal to 5 times that number. So you basically gain a speed of 5 feet, and you add a +1 to your dexterity checks and saving throws. You have to apply it to your armor or to your clothing. And there is a switch mod, which basically allows you to create a very amazing gaming system that uses little cartridges. No, switch mod is basically you can deal 2 different types of damage. Hang on, damage value appears in parentheses equal to property. So basically, it allows you to switch between 2 different kinds of damage.
Like switching from ion to energy.
Yeah, switching from ion to energy or something like that. Yeah.
And is that a blaster or is that?
That is a weapon thing.
Just any weapon.
Oh man. Let me see here. I'm looking something up.
Because it'd be kind of cool. Like if I had a lightsaber, use a switch mod, turn that into a blade. I don't know. That just sounds cool to me.
I'm checking just to be sure if there's something that says it's specific to weapons or. Yeah, it's just a weapon mod. So actually, yeah, they can be used.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
So like, let me check between something.
Sword, instant lightsaber.
Yeah, so like, so yeah, it can do between 2 different types. And you can use your object interaction to change that weapon's damage type.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the items. If you wish to distribute, sounds as though Dex wanted to take the anchor shield.
I mean, if no one else wants it, the sniper will definitely take a portable cover because that stuff's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with him
Go
having
for
it too.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
By all means.
Okay, Dex gets.
None of them really scream out Dakota per se, so you
That's
guys
because they're
can.
not explosives.
Exactly. So you guys can choose, and I'm fine with taking leftovers.
All right.
It was an anchor shield?
So it's a light shield, but it has the anchor property. So
I see.
you can either function as a light shield, but with a sniper rifle it's not as effective, so you can then anchor it and it gives you 1/4 cover.
Is that an action to anchor it?
That is an excellent question. Let me take a look at that.
You can tell me later. That's just
as an action you can anchor or recover the shield. So yeah, it's an action to anchor it down.
I will make a note of that so I know.
Okay, so you've got that. So there's the keen modification, the disarming mod, the focus generator, the +1 armor overlay, the vocoder, the agile one, and the switch mod. Who wants what? Lindsay?
I would like the force one if Alex doesn't want it.
Yeah, you can remind me what that does. I think I should be good. I don't.
The
think I
focus
wanna-
generator is basically if she casts her force power, or if anyone casts a force power through it, it's a +1 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh yeah, no, that's totally fine. You can take that.
Is my attack bonus and my save DC?
Say that again.
It's a bonus to my attack bonus and to save my save DC.
Yes, your force attack specifically. If you are holding it while you are casting a force power.
Okay. Gladly take that then.
Okay.
Yeah, you're totally fine. I'm
So-
more of a physical attacker.
Yeah.
So you're
So-
totally fine.
I am too.
Just to
up front and close.
just to even this out, let's just go through like Mercedes. So what's we have left is the key modification, the disarming mod,
Yeah, I got them.
the armor, vocoder, the agile one mod, and the
Quite a
switch
bit of
mod.
is left.
Yeah. So, do any of
Well,
those stand out to you?
Definitely not the language coder.
No, you're not a droid.
That worked
Or are
perfectly.
you?
Oh.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
It's so twisted.
By the way, also, this is what I noticed 30 minutes ago. Thank you to Beskar Buckethead for following us. Appreciate you.
Does that sound familiar to you?
I feel like it should, but
Alright, so anyway.
I'm going to feel
That's a
bad.
really cool name, by the way.
Beskar Buckethead.
That is awesome.
Actually, I think I might do
What was the key modifier again?
So the keen mod you can add to a weapon, and it's only a 1, but basically add to a weapon and it increases your critical range. So instead of critting on a 20, you can crit on a 19 or a 20 with that weapon.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of cool with my electrobaton.
Your electro baton?
I don't know. Because
Okay.
right now it only has a
it's
D4.
gels. I know what that is.
I see.
Thank you, gels.
So,
What would that do?
so what? Sorry, that again.
I mean, what
The
would
key
it,
mod?
Yeah, for.
It would work for your electro baton. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
get it installed. So Mercedes, it sounds like Byra wants the keen mod.
It's either that or the armor overlay. What was the armor overlay?
It's
just
either
+1.
a +1 or there's the agile 1 mod, which
Ooh.
the agile mod.
Yeah, +5 speed.
Yeah, +5 speed, and you gain a +1 to your dexterity checks and saving.
I like that
throws.
more.
And you have to get that in, since you're not wearing armor. You'd have to get that like. The way I'd say the mod works is it's this sort of like synthetic fabric, just so we can like play it out. It can be
That's
installed on your clothes because of that
okay.
fact.
Okay. That'd be actually really cool.
Yeah, and so it's like this kind of cool overlay that's like it's really smooth and aerodynamic, I would
Yeah.
say, that you could have it woven into your clothes. But because it's not armor, I would say this is the only thing you could add to your armor, I would say.
Yeah.
Because you don't technically have armor. Like there is
No,
a
I
sort of like
don't.
limit, but I would say
Yeah.
because for just clothes, I would say
Okay.
it's like unless I find another rule that says otherwise, which I'm currently trying to find, because I know there is something about it. I just gotta find it.
I think I'll take that one instead. The agile modifier.
So you're taking the agile mod? Does anyone dispute that? Does anyone else think they might want that?
Who's going with the agile mod?
Me.
Fire.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me.
I take that as a no. Spencer and Lindsay have theirs. Shayla, any contesting that?
No, I was just curious about the agile thing you were talking about.
Yeah, that's what she's wanting to get.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, it's
That's fine.
You get a +5 to your speed, and then you get advantage on dex.
No, you get a +1 to dex checks and saving throws.
+1 to dex checks and saving throws.
Yeah.
And then I am right about the.
You are right
Should
about
be
the
fine.
speed.
Yeah, plus
Okay.
5 speed.
So you'll take that. You'll have to get it installed.
That's fine.
I was actually thinking the Keen mod might be best for Shayla because if she crits, she has sneak attack.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my 2 cents, but I don't want
I'm
to like
fine.
make.
I'm
that
totally
decision.
fine doing more damage.
Anyone dispute the keen mod?
No, that's totally fine.
Okay. Keen modification goes to. Is my chat not updating?
Not that I can
Wow.
see on the stream.
Dang. Yeah. Hello.
Busy?
I'm seeing it now.
Just a few, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does the Keen mod do again?
So the keen mod you'll have to install. So a lot of these have to get installed, but the keen mod, what it
Another one of my
does
server friends.
is the keen mod. The modifier is only one, but basically it makes you have to install it on a specific weapon, and it makes the critical range for that weapon one higher. So it's a 20 or a 19. So if you were to roll a natural 19 with that weapon, it's a crit.
Ooh, okay, okay.
And that's why I thought it'd be good for you.
Yeah, because you can.
Yep.
You a
Yep,
sneaky
yep,
attack.
yep.
Yeah, you sneaky.
Either you or you, because either one's great.
You
for-
said you didn't
That
have a
would be
preference,
good.
so
I don't really have a preference.
as the
either.
pass, there's the armor overlay. There's a disarming mod.
What does the armor overlay do?
It's just a +1 to armor. AC.
What's
Yeah.
your armor class?
I'm at a 16 right now because for my feet for leveling up, I took the armor one, so I get a plus. With my medium armor, I get it's a +3 instead of a +2.
That is a good one.
So I took that. So I'm sitting at a 16 right now. So I'd be at a
Yeah,
17.
I'm at 17 right now.
I'm at a 12.
Yeah, if you need to, if somebody
So,
needs, because I'm my armor, I'm.
Yeah, I was gonna
fine.
say if
He
no one
is
wants.
love more in the front.
Yeah.
That is
Either
true.
way.
Either one.
Which one are you wanting, Mo?
Yeah.
I was looking at the armor one if no one else wanted
Okay,
it, but if he wants it, that's fine.
I honestly, I don't have like a strong preference.
Because this is the disarming one's pretty decent too, and that can go on any weapon, right?
It can go on any weapon. I will say, yeah, because of this, it can go on any weapon.
Didn't you also say there's parts for a keen mod blaster? Or
Well,
was
these
that
are
the
all, like,
keen mod?
It's just the
The same.
key mod. I was just
Okay.
saying parts because
I was
it's
like, what?
you'd have to install it, and that's a process that
Okay,
you
that-
guys
that
really
was
don't
a
have the
little bit
access to at the
confusing.
moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all modification parts. They're,
Okay.
Yeah, that we
Yeah,
have to
that-
get installed on our particular weapons.
Okay,
or
I was
items.
like really confused because I was like, write stuff down.
Except for the focus, that's just
The focus and the focus and the
Yeah.
shield are just a thing that happens, but
Yeah.
and the vocoder needs a process as well.
Mhm.
So decisions.
So we have the disarm,
There's also
and you're thinking
Sorry,
about.
I'm just trying to-
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's just decide between the armor.
What's the disarm again?
The disarm is if you crit on a hit, you can attempt to disarm your opponent.
Okay.
I'm fine with either one of those because I have dual wield, so I'm attacking a lot, and I'm up front, so I can take the AC. So it's like either way, I'm fine with that. With either one, it does. Don't have a preference.
You can also, if there's like one that doesn't stand out to you, you can take it, sell it, and buy something else.
That's
Like
true.
if you're left with something like, I don't do that enough, I can just sell it and get something.
But you're kind of looking at the armor, right?
Yeah, just mostly just because it's low.
Okay.
I mean, I know I'm not like in the fighting as much, but just more on the safe side.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
So, yeah, if that's okay with you, Alex,
Yeah, I don't care. I don't have a preference, so
Okay.
that's totally fine.
I'll take the armor overlay then.
Okay, so you've got the armor overlay, and you're gonna take the disarming,
I'll
or
try the
you-
disarming.
Try the disarming mode. Okay, it can only go on one of your lightsabers, so
That's fine.
And that's just a +1 to AC.
it's a +1 DC, but you don't have it yet. You'll have to get it installed.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
No, for sure.
Now there is the basic vocoder and the switch mod.
I'll take the switch mod then.
Yeah. And you could put it on your. You could have it sell it, or you could put it on your ion blaster
I was
and
thinking
switch
you could probably put on my ion blaster and switch between energy and ion. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Okay, and then there's the vocoder, which I assume will go to DP unless he doesn't want it and wants it installed on the little baby droid. All right. So you guys take some time during your journey to do that. Are there any other interactions y'all thought of? Any conversations you wanted to have with specific people? Or?
Is there any place that I can? I mean, I guess I can just meditate in my quarters.
Yeah, you can meditate in your quarters.
Okay.
When are you gonna meditate?
When?
Yeah, like what times? Like, are you in the when you wake? Because there's no morning or night cycle.
Yeah.
Right? You're just kind of there's like an internal clock that has the galactic standard time, so you guys do know what time it is.
Oh, thank goodness.
But and how much time has passed. So like, do you want to do it like when you first wake up, or during the middle of the day, or like when you go to bed?
I think I would probably do it like in the morning.
In the morning. When you wake up? Okay.
Yeah. Do
are
some
you hoping,
stretches.
Are you hoping to accomplish anything with your meditation, or just like center yourself, sort of deal?
I just kind of center myself. Okay. Just because I've
inner peace.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been on a ship this long, so.
Okay.
I don't know if I have. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I have a couple interactions, but they're more for fun and Coda with
That's
some
fine.
things Coda would do, and I don't want to take up interactions that other people might want to have to get to know each other's characters.
That's fine. Yeah, this is kind of a get to know you sort of time. So if there's if there's questions you have about a certain
Getting to know
Yeah.
you. Cue up King and
Well, I have one for Aetov, but probably as you're meditating, Coda will go like,
Who?
I have one for Aetov, Lindsay.
She's not there.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
he's now
Yeah.
talking to Mercedes.
But now he's going to be talking to me.
Well, that was confusing.
sorry,
because
sorry.
She's Byra.
It's okay.
I know, but
Got
like
it.
while she's gone, Mercedes, Coda will probably while Byra's meditating.
So what you doing?
I'm trying to just center myself a little bit before, the day starts. Is that a problem with you?
No, it's not. It's not a problem. It's
Okay.
just why?
Because I want to.
Oh, I mean, does it help you in battle, or does it do you have panic attacks otherwise?
You are the panic attack.
Oh. Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't
right.
realize that.
It's okay. It's okay. You kind of scared me a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're curious. I get that.
I didn't think I was being stealthy.
Were you trying to accomplish that?
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty loud.
Yes. Good observation.
So paid you.
Do you want to try to meditate with me? Okay. I'll just cuz are they okay, I'm imagining these quarters with bunk beds.
So not bunk beds really. So it's kind
They're
of like
just kind of like in
they're
Rebels.
Sorry, what?
Like in Rebels, are they just kind of like?
They're kind of like that, but they're not bunks. Like they're kind of in the walls sort of deal.
Yeah.
They're very nice though. Like,
Okay.
They're pretty cush.
Okay.
But
I'll just.
so yeah, it's kind of like there's the central walkway space, and there's like storage bins above them and below them, and they're just kind of in the wall sort of deal.
Yeah, kind of like an RV
Sounds like
or something.
college dorms.
Yeah.
Kind of like a college dorm.
Kinda.
Or the rooms on the Galactic Star Cruiser. That $4,000 thing you can do.
Okay. I'll just get down to his level. I'll get my pillow and sit on it.
What do we do?
Well, I just because it is early in the morning, I don't really do a whole lot. I just try to focus on white noise basically and just close my eyes, take deep breaths. In and out. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Am I doing it wrong?
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
You're like that video.
I don't know if that's catching on the mic at all.
Oh, it is. I just listened to it.
It's like that. It's like
I needed to know if it could
It's
hear
a
it.
quieter version of that video of the person in the yoga class dressed up as the Grinch.
You breathe in
And out.
No.
I'm a little messed up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Sound
checked.
more,
It's picking
more like
up.
snoring than breathing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just you. Well, okay. Yep.
Try to breathe quieter for you.
This is great.
So how long do we stay like this? Just doing nothing.
Okay, if
centering ourselves. And then I'm not trying to.
This is not nothing.
I'm trying to learn.
Hey, Paul.
I can see that upset you. I'm gonna go check on the engine. See if it needs repairs.
I might catch up with you later, cause
You definitely wouldn't find Dex tinkering in the engine room.
Okay.
While he's
Never
in
mind
there.
then.
While Coach
Never
is
mind.
not there.
Yeah, you go do that, and if you want to do this another time, maybe do it in your own quarters.
We were right next door, so.
There's a wall.
There is a wall.
Okay.
Yeah. But this was great. This was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll leave for like 2 minutes.
And I'll just go back. I'm like,
If you ever want to do it with me, you can just join
I'm just
my
gonna walk up and close the door. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna close the door.
Alright, I'm good.
I need some hot brown morning potion.
Not
I know. Oh, it's called calf.
Yes.
I need some calf.
It's not an interaction, but while they're meditating, can I just sneak into Coda's room and just put 1 credit on his pillow and then leave?
Roll a stealth check.
Cool.
It's up to you whether or not you're. Wait, do you have disadvantage on stealth?
I do not.
Okay.
It's a medium armor, but it's not.
Either way, it's like I would say you're not gonna wear armor. You're on your ship.
Well,
that's
with
fine.
the armor mastery thing he has.
That's true.
13.
Okay. Paul, what's your passive perception?
Not 13.
You successfully sneak
Mine's 16.
into the room.
Would I have seen him?
I would say you do see, like, you catch out the corner of your eye as you, like, glare at Cody. You see, like, one of Azpace's, like, tendrils just kind of, like, flip around as he, like,
I'm like,
slips into the room next door.
I just do the Homer Simpson, like, the back into
I'm not even gonna question
and
it. I'm
actually,
just like,
a few seconds later,
okay.
you see him come out, and you meet, and you lock eyes for a second, just
like through the stall door. It's just
like,
it's like
and you just walk away.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna be like, I'll just nod at you.
Anything?
I might ask you later. Be like,
before we get to your one with Ayatha, because she's not here yet.
Well, that's fine.
Mercedes?
We don't have to do it right away.
Okay.
Like, it's just an idea that popped in my head.
It's fine.
You may-
Mercedes, roll an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, you may have to wait. She's currently trying to put the baby to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
fine.
It, like
Fine,
this
fine.
can be done at like any point during the campaign.
We got
at all.
20 days. It'll be a while.
That is 16.
16? Okay. A couple of nights in, maybe about a week in or so, I don't know. You are accustomed to, in the night, allowing yourself to drift into the force and just kind of letting it help you sleep. And a couple weeks in,
You need to stop drinking before
there
you go
is
to bed.
this.
I know, I'm sorry. Force of habit.
There is this.
Good one.
There is this.
You crazy. Come on!
So,
Alex is face palming at us? What the heck?
Come on, be proud of here! Sorry, continue.
You're good. You're good. There is this. For the first few days, everything's normal, but you start to detect this cold. The tendons on your heads,
Yeah.
is your connection with the force,
Yeah.
and there is this cold, like this bitter cold that starts off
Like
slight that
icy
you don't
cold.
really notice, but it starts to grow in intensity.
Like it starts to hurt?
You can sense pain,
Okay.
but it's not from you.
Okay, right.
It's coming from your roommate. from robbery
Yeah, I know.
as she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, you in trouble.
She's sleeping, and
Be in trouble.
you can sense that there is something very deeply disturbing her in her sleep.
I mean, she shared a bathroom with DP.
She just talked with her.
I would not know that.
She's seen things.
She's
Let the
seen
record show
things.
I did not share anything other than my knowledge.
Are you having nightmares about this?
I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
An evil bidet.
What is a bidet?
Welcome to Starships and stuff.
Evil bidet, DP.
I'm so sorry.
Shayla has left the room.
Oh no.
We lost her.
I think that would have woken me up, and I think I would have like popped my head and looked down
Look down.
at her, and
Okay, sorry.
maybe
Chaotic evil bidet incoming.
maybe pop down and just maybe just lightly touch her arm.
Okay.
And just close my eyes. Just I don't know. Can I do anything?
Do I wake up at her touch?
Oh my gosh, I said lightly, but
Roll we'll call it a stealth check.
stealth? Okay.
Or sleight of hand.
Roll an attack.
Please roll low. Please roll low. I want you to be like, hey,
She's
wake
proficient
up.
in neither, so
Okay.
it doesn't really matter. But yeah,
In
roll,
stealth?
roll stealth.
I get this feeling.
And now-
Don't you dare, Alex.
Where is it?
It's dexterity. I believe you have +4 because I don't think. You're
Oh,
proficient.
yeah, it is +4.
Roll stealth check.
Ooh.
At advantage because she's asleep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they
I'm like, that was bad.
She needs that.
Not any better! It's a 9.
It's a 9.
No.
I would say that. What's your passive perception? Actually, roll a perception check at disadvantage because you're asleep. I'm gonna say passive perception doesn't really apply here.
Your eyes are closed.
Would you?
That's how I see it. But
Oh, goodness.
She's
This
already
works too.
rolling.
either one works.
That bad?
Oh no.
Or that good?
That bad!
I got a 6.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Just
aren't
barely.
you aren't as gentle, but she's. I'm also because she's having a nightmare. It's like she's.
Yeah.
So you're not as gentle as you think, but it doesn't seem to bother her
Okay.
because she's having a nightmare.
Ugh.
That's one of the reasons I'm saying not passive because she's having a nightmare.
Yeah. I wish there was something I could do. I don't really have. I can't really do anything with force points.
No. Unless you want to hit her and then inject a little
No!
force punch into
No!
her.
Wake up!
Please don't.
He has a shock probe that does 1 point of electric damage.
I would like a new roommate.
No! I'm not doing that!
Are you doing? I can just see her doing like the was it the Bruce Lee 3-inch punch?
Yeah. I wish there was something else that I could do as a monk.
As a monk, there's not a whole lot you can do,
There's
but
not a whole lot. Well,
Um,
nomad. Being a nomad. I don't know if that does it.
I mean, you've had visions.
Yeah. Do I? Do I?
I would say if you'd like, well, just because you're trying to figure out what to do, I mean,
Yeah.
you could wake her up to end the nightmare, or you could try to meditate to see if you could gain some insight into what's being dreamed about.
I think I would like
but
to do that.
It's going to be difficult. So okay, go ahead.
I
Roll,
think I would like to
that's-
try.
Yeah, that's more of like a force ability, isn't it?
There is no specific force ability that allows you to do that. So
You can certainly
the,
try.
So
the
what
DC is going to be high. I'm also trying to do this for the sake of having fun and being cool. That sort of deal. So
That's enough.
Roll a wisdom saving.
Shayla.
Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
That's good. That's an 18.
18? Okay. You get down on the as you're touching her, you sort of like allow yourself to drift into that state of energy, of cosmic energy that you know is the force. An attempt to establish some sort of a connection between you and her, and as you do, you're trying to like kind of probe into the darkness, and you can feel the cold, and you start to, as you try to sort of create that empathic connection, there's this barrier in front of you, this harsh, cold barrier that is darker, I will say, than just a normal nightmare. Like, you've had nightmares, you've been around, people in your tribe have had nightmares, and there's a definite feeling to that, but this one is harsher, deeper, darker. Like, there is you almost sense, almost as if that's not right.
Like something else is
it's
causing it?
Yes. Well, no. It's not like an external source is causing it.
Oh.
But there is something deep-seated in her that is...
very internal.
Very troubling.
Okay.
And there is a bunch. And so cold you associate with fear.
Yeah.
And there is also... there is a pain.
Yeah,
but you
like I
can't
felt
get
before.
specifics on what's going on.
No, of course not. I think at that point I would be worried, and I would try and wake her up.
Okay. I'd say that's pretty easy. You can shake her awake, and so, Robert, you are shaken awake by...
Okay, I don't slap her. My goodness, I'll probably just, shake her arm a little bit.
You are shaken awake by Byra.
Immediate response, she'd try to attack you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, with what? What do you do? Trying to punch
her?
Or?
She does have a hidden knife.
Okay. Roll an attack. Yeah, I would say at advantage because she was not expecting this.
God.
You don't have armor.
She's a monk.
I don't have armor.
She doesn't.
But my armor costs
You don't
17
need no
now.
armor.
Roll an attack at advantage because she's not expecting this.
Okay.
Neither is the big master.
You
Please
hit
tell
me?
me it's a crit.
It's a crit!
Oh my god!
Okay,
It's a natural 20 and a 4!
So, sneak attack is a choice.
Fudge!
Are you going to choose to do sneak attack?
Well, I'm never doing this.
I wouldn't use sneak attack. It would be a sudden sort of, oh crap, sort of reaction.
This is turning into Murder on the Orient Express. This is just like...
Alright, roll damage. Roll damage with your hidden knife.
Oh dear.
in the bedroom with the knife.
That's cool.
It's also
Well, you're lucky, because that's only 4 points of damage.
Okay, so
Alright.
it's a damage to you.
I just go like,
And she sits up nearly screaming, just...
yeah.
What the? What are you... Oh my gosh! She starts to panic.
That was unexpected. But also,
sorry,
I'm sure this was unexpected for me to wake you up.
We gotta get you some help. Okay,
where's,
jeez.
We're in the
There
next
are,
room
like,
over.
med kits on the ship, right?
Yeah, you guys probably would have heard
There are no med kits.
Shoot. Do I have that in my stuff?
I don't. I
Would
mean,
Brent and I
even
have heard this?
Because she did scream.
Excellent question. Well, did you scream or did you almost scream?
I almost screamed. It was more of a sort of
gasp.
Just.
I think
what's
I
your
would have.
I'm awake, but I have disadvantage on perception checks while I'm powered down.
You have advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
13, so -5 is 8.
Okay.
Mine's less than that.
Yours is less than that. Okay.
Jeez.
This is... I'm trying to figure this out because there was no effort made to be stealthy. She just stabbed.
And then in a panic started very loudly.
I would say
Oh my
you
gosh!
guys are rustled by this. You hear something happen in the room next to you. The walls aren't super thick, but they're not super thin either.
If you're gonna get busy, please keep it down.
Whoa.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said,
if you're gonna get busy, please keep it down.
I'm gonna go running in there, blood on my hands. I need your help right now.
I'll put down my screwdriver and get up.
Oh my gosh.
I'll just be like,
So you guys,
Help.
you get up, you guys go into the other room, and Byron, I'm gonna ask, did you pull the knife out of Byron, or did you just leave
No,
it?
I left it. I know better than to just like
sticking out of
I'm gonna take a look, and I'm gonna
Yeah, that's a problem. Let me be right back.
Please.
and I'll get my trauma kit.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back, and as an action, I can do this.
Yes, you can.
gosh.
Who'd have thought you'd have done it when your own party member stabbed another?
You get healed 5 hit points.
I'm back to full.
You're back to full. Okay, so
Good. I'm
nice.
going to go clean off. I'm going to go clean off my knife.
Okay. There's a sink in the refresher. You can go and rinse off your knife.
Yeah, I will.
Afterwards, I just come back. Byra, I'm so sorry.
I'll just give her a hug and tell her. Let's just say I started feeling very cold, and something told me that something was going on with you, and I tried to figure it out, but there was a barrier, and so that's why I tried to wake you up.
Okay, I'm
Because
not even joking. Dakota, without any context, this definitely sounds something different.
If you want to cuddle, that's fine.
Whoa!
I'm gonna go in the other room.
this was a bad
Kota,
feeling.
don't be jealous.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh,
I was getting
gosh.
icy cold temperature feelings, which usually means something bad is happening.
Oh, okay.
Don't always assume.
No context.
Assuming will get you nowhere. So that's why I freaked out, and but I tried to figure it out before waking you, but there was a barrier. So I started to get worried, and I had to wake you up.
I'm sorry your kindness got you hurt.
It's okay. We're okay now. But in the future, I might not do that in the same order again.
I mean, not really a scar, but
You know what? It's okay. It's one that I will never forget. That's for sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Kota, for helping.
you're welcome.
What can I say?
Glad to be the MVP on this team.
What I was going to ask before you stabbed me was, are you okay? Not anymore.
I didn't hear you just now, but
Like I
Yeah?
Yeah? You are
Yeah.
now.
At this point, Koda is gonna like pack up the trauma kit and then gonna take it back.
Yeah,
to
that's
bed.
fine.
Probably just go to bed.
Do you remember anything from your nightmares that you were having?
Real quick, DP, do you follow him back into the room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just still standing now.
Just in the, you're standing in the corner like your sleep paralysis demons. You're just like
Not actually silent.
That would be terrifying.
Well, he has one red eye, so yeah.
Oh, that's not terrifying.
It's Sauron.
That is what's
Yeah.
Resume my long rest.
Okay, you're good. Anyway, you might get some meat.
Yeah.
Robbie just kind of sits on the edge of the bed and just. Well, I've had nightmares for a long time now. It just happens with traumatic events.
I understand.
I appreciate you. I really appreciate you trying to help. I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm sure your knife appreciates me too.
Well, now you know.
It's okay. I mean, I understand. You know.
You know.
Self-defense.
Yep, I've been in some pretty unsavory places in the past, and I always try to keep a method of protection close by.
I get that. I'm not used to that. Normally, you know, back at my village, in my tribe, you know, if we ever feel something going wrong, like a temperature drop in what we're sensing, usually it's an immediate response. Try to act quickly. Try to not ignore it. What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness. Usually if just that. I mean, if something feels wrong, then we try to figure out what that is. And
Well,
yeah.
Not to alarm you, but you're probably gonna feel that from my dreams, nightmares, most every night.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's good to know. I mean, I know what I'm prepared for.
Well, hopefully it won't happen like this every time.
Well, now I know what to expect. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. I'll just, you know, next time I'll just use my stick from a distance. You know?
Who knows, I might end up having a blaster in my hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to coordinate and figure out some scenarios here, because.
Alright. Thank you for your concern, Byra. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yeah. I mean, I want to ask if there's anything that I can do, but not sure you even really have the answer for that. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
We need a therapist. We need fresh cut grass.
We need fresh cut grass.
Smiley day to you.
Smiley day to you.
Smiley day to you.
Shout out
Anyway.
to Sam Riegel, Critical Role.
Yeah, Sam Riegel, follow us. Sam Riegel followed us on Instagram. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
Lose it.
I would go insane. You're just gonna resume your sleep.
Yeah. I'll definitely.
Okay.
Probably will take a minute before she is able to fall back asleep.
Before you take a stab at it.
Okay. Anything else, y'all? Any other interactions y'all want to have on this ship?
Personal.
Lindsay says that. Let me double check.
Okay.
Aetov is primarily studying the ship specs, doing a lot of reading, meditating, and for the most part, not really talking to anyone.
Okay. Well,
Until
Coda will inevitably have an interaction, but since she's
It
not
doesn't
here.
have to be on the trip to station.
Okay, so-
It could be on another.
So, if that's all y'all want to do, as the past, you've been pretty silent. Anything you want to do? Okay. You just want to put one. By the way, Kota, you do find a credit on your bed.
The credit fairy is weird.
Find that all in one place.
This is literally all I hope for with that.
Okay. Well.
I'm a pocket that.
Okay. So.
I might do one thing.
That's fine. Go ahead.
At some point, I might talk to Dex.
Okay. He's normally in the cockpit, I assume.
I'm in my quarters. I'm just kind of like tinkering with my guns or my new droid who has a name now.
What's his name?
What's the name?
He is F8K, or I'll normally call him Fate.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, and plus we said we were gonna room together, right?
I think we are rooming together.
Okay. Cool. At some point, probably while you're just fiddling with your gun, or I don't know, while we're just kind of chilling, I'll just be like, Dex, have you ever wondered what in the world we're actually doing?
What do you mean?
I mean, not that long ago we were on Terrace just fixing the HoloNet, and now all of a sudden we're on a starship with a bunch of people that we sort of don't really know still, and we're suddenly off on these missions. Like, what? How did we even get here? What are we even doing? Do you feel like we're in over our heads?
What are we doing? That is a great question. I don't know if I have an answer to. I'm sure you could talk to some of the members on this ship, and they would call it the Force or Destiny or something like that. But I would say that this is, a way of a new adventure. This galaxy that we live in is of intrigue and conflict and more or less adventure. And if you're open to it, who knows where things will take you, and you could end up on having a new ship, people, and doing things you never expected. The real trick is to not get too invested.
And not kill the cell cap.
Keep pushing your luck and we'll see. I mean, I suppose you're right. I don't know, it's just strange to me just how quickly things changed in just a matter of days. Again, all I thought was we were gonna go fix the HoloNet on Terrace and then be on our way back to how things used to be, and now, I mean, I'm fine with where we are, but I don't know, I feel like I'm in over my head here. I mean, this is not anything I expected.
I forgot, this is your real first adventure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where are you from again?
Corellia.
Okay.
Welcome to the galaxy, kid, where things change in a matter of days, and you never know what's going to happen next.
How do you adjust to changes so easily?
It was part of growing up. You never knew who you were going to be working for in the next day or the next week. So you became good at living and adapting, and I've really found that my life motto is, I'm not going to live forever, so I'm in. You know, if you plan on living a long life, who knows what life will throw you? If you live moment by moment, time by time, things will be, you know, more fun and interesting, and then you never know what you'll expect.
I suppose you're right. I don't know. I guess I'm so used to, I don't know, being able to just predict things, and like I know how things work, but apparently I'm still learning how life itself works. I mean, the whole thing with the Force, I don't understand. And yet here we are with like 2 Jedis and, you know, other beings who understand the Force, and that's not something that, you know, you can just really learn about on the HoloNet. I mean, it's this whole other thing. And I don't like not understanding things. And if that is what's guiding our path with all the people that we're with, I mean, it's so strange.
Life is a lot different than what you find on a data pad, but what, you know, pay as much attention to the Force and that religious stuff you want. For me, I stick with my guns, my knowledge, and my skill with a gosh, I can't think of words. My we'll just call them implements, I guess, because that's what they call them on the thing. Yeah, tools. There's the. Why could I not think of the word tools?
You're good.
Jeez. Okay. Where was I? But yeah, I mean, for me myself, I don't really give much to the whole idea of the Force or any of those kind of things. But if that's what you're into, I know 2 people here on the ship that will tell you lots about it. Or if you want to stick more with the hard facts or the technology of a data pad, I'm always willing to share what I've learned and help you improve as much as I can.
I mean, that's where I feel the most comfortable. As for the Force, I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know if it's quite caught my attention. It's just more. I hear about it more now with the Jedi we're with, and it's just strange to me. But definitely, technology is where I'm most comfortable. So, if you're willing to share, I wouldn't mind. But I don't know. I mean, you and I have been traveling together for a little while now. Do you really think, I mean, I know you're cut out for this, but do you really think I am?
Well, you'd be surprised at what you're capable of, and if you stick with me, I'll make sure that you end up better on the other side.
Aww.
I do appreciate that. I mean, I feel confident enough, at least in just one fight to another, but I don't know, just everything we're suddenly caught up in, I'm just starting to have doubts, which doesn't really happen a lot. I'm usually quite confident in my own abilities. I'm pretty sure of myself, but like you pointed out, this is my first adventure, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm getting into, but I don't know. I feel like if I at least stick with you, then I'll be okay.
Yeah, something that helps is don't get caught up in the big overall things, because you'll get lost. The political side of the galaxy is far greater than any hyperlane travel or planet-to-planet travel. So stick with the close things. Like for right now, we're traveling to the station to get further information. We stick with that, and while we're there, we do things like improve improve what we can. And I kind of like tap something on my wrist, and a little ping shoots out from Fate, and it kind of echoes around. See, I made it so that Fate is a little bit better at perceiving things, so that we can send him to do a little scouting for us.
I'm impressed. It's nice to see your droid turning out the way you wanted.
Yes, it'll take some time and process to really iron out the kinks. I mean, I'm using scrap to do this, but
yeah,
I'll tap another button and have him power down and catch him, and just say, why don't you try tinkering with him a little bit, see what you can do.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you know your way around around a droid and the technology associated with it. I trust you.
Thanks, Dex. I'll take him, I guess, kind of tinker with this, see what I can do, what I can discover about the droid. How big is your droid?
It's not very big. I would say a tracker droid's what? The size of like a softball, maybe, Austin?
Yeah, he's not particularly big.
Okay. I figured it was something small, but I wasn't sure.
I pictured kind of the size of like in episode 4, the little like droid that hovers around Luke and he's shooting when he's practicing on the
little
Millennium
remote droid?
Yeah. I was thinking that or like Darth Maul's little tracker droids.
Mm.
Yeah. If you go to on the Star Wars 5e website and you go to Scout, there is, I think, one of the best pictures of kind of what I picture them looking like.
Okay.
That's kind of reference images of what I use.
The little dudes on the right?
Yeah, there's.
So they're kind of like Darth Maul's little dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're maybe closer to like a soccer ball or a basketball, but a little smaller than that. But
okay, I mean, yeah, they are like I think
volleyball
size is tiny.
Yeah, they very small.
Does your droid speak binary?
It does. It
Nice.
speaks binary, and one other.
Hey, me too.
Would you like to second language?
3 people speak binary, or at least understand it.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, you can. DP can speak it. Robert, you can understand it. You can't speak it.
Right.
English
I am actually the same as Robbery. I don't speak binary.
But you don't speak binary. You can just understand. Okay, cool.
I can actually speak and understand binary.
110011.
Yeah, binary. It's the language of R2D2 and BB-8 and other droids. It's not necessarily spoken by humans or by sentient beings, but you can understand it. Like Luke understands R2 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is, so I got a second language with Fate. Would you like to know Fate's second language?
What?
Twi'lekese.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a thing for Twi'leks.
Yeah. I see.
There's your background lore drop for you.
Is there anything you want to like? I don't know exactly what she could accomplish with it, or is it just kind of like a
just for flavor
sort of deal? Like
just see, Dex also has the secret kind of, he wants to mess with her, see if she'll accidentally press the button that causes the shock prod to come out.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it's not his main goal. His main goal is what he said, but he also thinks it would be hilarious for her to mess with it and accidentally have the shock prod go off.
Okay.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Let's say I have. Yeah, I have like Tinker's implements. I don't know.
This would be more Astrotech's implements.
Okay.
So roll an intelligence check.
Okay. That's a modified 20.
Okay, modified 20.
Nice.
You do not cause the electro probe to come out.
I mean, I'm sure you find it and have it come out, but it's not like you accidentally have it pop out
It's not
and
going to
shock.
accidentally shock you.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I would say that you become a little pretty familiar with with fate here and
Like, what are some of the things that fate can do?
Spencer.
So Fate is he has two little prongs that he uses in there. It's a slicing kit. He has a camouflage mod which allows him to turn invisible. He has the keen senses, the little things that allow him to have advantage on perception checks that require sight. And he has a ranged interface, which means I can interact with him within 50 feet.
Very nice, very nice. So yeah, you learn that stuff about him, and you kind of glean what that from you wish, or glean
from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you wish.
You got it.
By no
I'm
means.
kind of not sure like what I could add to it, but maybe. I guess maybe what she would do is probably just more familiarize herself with the droid first, and then maybe over time might think of ways to kind of help.
You would have to get Astrotech's tools in order to do, or at least use his. He's got some. I know he has some.
Okay.
You wouldn't have proficiency with it, but this would definitely help if he would need some help with with fates.
Okay.
Also, probably at this time too, start working on like a code that I could send to her that would allow her to do minimal kind of communications with fate.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I mean, in terms of like stuff, it's more flavor than actual like mechanics. But you know,
that's fine.
Allowing her to kind of like work this code in a way that would work on her
data pad
or
wrist pad.
Yeah, wrist pad, and being able to also work with fate as well.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? Or shall we now arrive at the Republic
that was all
fleet?
I had.
I have a question. How are the enhanced items divided up?
Oh yes.
So Byra got the
agile.
The agile mod. Morgan took the armor overlay. Coda took the switch mod. Asdepeus took the disarming mod. Aetov took the focus. Dex took the shield. Not Miriam. I already said Miriam. Ravri took the keen mod, and all that's left is the vocoder.
I think that DP would enjoy having the vocoder.
Cool. Yeah.
And I think he would go to Dex, since he has the Astrotech's implements, and ask him to try to install it.
Okay. Is that, do I have to roll to do that, or is that just kind of something that would take
I'm going to look this up real quick, see if I can...
I believe he does.
Yeah, there is a check. Problem is it doesn't have any... doesn't have it for droids. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
You can't see me.
Nope. Can't see you on screen.
I know, that's
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
What class droid are you again, Brent?
Type 4.
Class 4. I'm trying to find. Maybe I'll go to. Actually, I think I know where to go. Go to customization options.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's in Wretched Hives.
I think you need to turn your camera.
Well, in Wretched Hives, like it doesn't.
You're trying to be suspicious.
I'm the
It
imposter.
really is long.
I'm the imposter.
Yeah.
It doesn't have.
That's true.
It. Let me go down to actual text. Okay. Modified droid. Okay. Alright. Spencer, make an Astrotech Tools check. Intelligence plus proficiency.
Oh, intelligence plus proficiency?
Are you proficient in Astrotech Tools?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. You can. You can add intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay, so. Woo! That's good. That is a 19.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You're already good with droids. You successfully install the vocoder into DP with very little. Nothing actually happens, so you're fine. You managed to no complications. That's the word. No complications.
Perfect. So here's is he awake for the procedure? Is I guess a way of saying it.
That's DP's choice.
I would view it similar to like C-3PO in episode 7. No, 9?
9. When he gets
Was that-
deactivated and reset.
Yeah, but minus the deactivation. You know, he's it's not like it's something, not like the protocols.
Okay.
Just like throwing in a piece of hardware, doing the wiring. I would imagine DP process.
I get that.
So more like an inpatient surgery, less than like going to the dentist.
It's an interesting way of putting it.
I would say more like going to the dentist versus the oral surgeon.
Okay.
Like with nitrous rather than getting put under.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just kind of loopy and stuff like that. Perfect. Dex is probably going to talk to you while doing the procedure, but most of his stuff is him just going to be like talking about what he's doing as he's doing the updating.
So
I don't know what would mean, but
so Brent.
Yes.
You now understand. You can speak. I'll let you get ready.
I am prepared.
Okay. You can speak Ithorese.
I'm not prepared.
Actually, you know what? I'll just text these to you. It'll be easier for you to read.
Okay.
Ithorese. I'm just gonna text it to you. It'll be easier.
Sounds good.
The rest of us want to know.
Sounds like you're playing that, like, what's it called? That game is like Mad Gab, where it's like the words that like sound like something. And
Oh,
you're trying to,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
read it
yeah,
fast.
yeah. I love that game.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like you're doing. Ithorese.
Ithorese.
Where's the final language? I just lost it.
It's the final. Dang it, Alex.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Message received.
sound like a
What
droid.
is the last one?
I'm correcting it. Because you are a droid, I'm going to allow you to speak it as well.
Okay.
Because
What is
normally
it?
with that language, there's only one race that can speak it. But you're a droid, so I'd say you can replicate it.
Okay.
Alright.
Next. Okay, thanks.
So, is that the last of the interactions?
Yes, on my
I
end.
believe so.
Okay. So, hey!
Lindsay! You wanted to talk to her, didn't you?
Yeah, we could save it for later.
Okay.
We'll save it for later. Alright, so, after the 20 days, you guys, you know, I would say some of you probably still interact with each other outside of these conversations, probably in just small talk, small little ways.
So what
I
color's your
cannot attack
toothbrush?
Fyra if she tries to wake me up again.
You're gonna what?
To not attack Fyra if she tries to wake me up again.
Okay.
I'll just throw a pebble at her.
Right. So after the 20 days pass, you get the notification. It starts to kind of like the "we're coming out of hyperspace" tone through the ship.
The brownies are ready.
And you all exit hyperspace. And it's the stars swirl. There's a bright flash, and then just like that really cool pseudo motion stop where you exit hyperspace and into real space. As before you see this large green planet beneath you, and a moon, a couple of moons actually, not that far off. Still, of course, a decent ways away. You're in space, and above this planet there is this space station that looks kind of like a spinning top. In its shape, it's got like this really long spire that goes down and then it widens out and then kind of comes together and goes up again. And there's satellite dishes all around, and on 4 sides of the circle there are these large flat structures that are attached to it with what looks to be some sort of hangers. And on the bottom of the spire as well, the one that goes down, you can also see there are ships coming out of there. Transport ships, other starships, about the size of yours. And that's impressive, and it's huge. It's a humongous space station. Like, this thing is easily the size of a small city. And as equally impressive is the massive array of ships. Warships. This is the location of the Republic fleet. There are the large Valor-class cruisers, which are these kind of rounded shape with you've seen them in orbit above Terrace with the engines that come out from the bottom, and then the Thranta-class warships, these large frigates that are similar in shape to the Endar Spire, with a lot of orange and white paint jobs that are kind of rounded at the tip, and the large array of guns all along it. And it's a very impressive sight as the sun is bright, like the sun is on this side of the planet at this point. And as you're flying, these two, what are they called?
Snub fighters?
Well, there's a specific, I'm looking for the specific.
Is that an X-Wing?
Not an X-Wing.
I see.
I didn't write it down.
Parts.
Basically, ships that are in similar shape and size as the ones that Oranos had you fight fly alongside you. 2 of them flank you and are kind of just like keeping pace with you. And Dex, as you are the one flying, you are being hailed at the moment. By the way, where is everyone in the ship at this point?
I'm in the engine room ready.
I'm probably up by the front, by the cockpit.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have gone.
Cockpit.
I would have gone there too.
I'm at the station.
So is everyone at the cockpit but Kota?
Hey guys,
Everyone's at the cockpit. Okay, so you guys
Be at the station, because aren't you kind of like the
coordinator?
I'm the coordinator, so sure, I guess.
I'm going to use a Star Trek reference here in the Star Wars.
Blasphemous.
Are there positions like, am I like Sulu and she's like Picard, where like she's kind of like the voice of the ship and I just drive the ship, or am I more like Han Solo, where I drive the ship and am voice of the ship?
It's kind of a mix of both, because you would be considered the captain because you are the one flying it. You are kind of the one who is assigned as or who will be assigned as kind of not the owner, but sort of the person who runs the ship. Even though, yeah, she is more the Picard or the Kirk in that position, but she's not considered the captain. Unless y'all want to consider her the captain, but I didn't catch that, Lindsay.
She says she wants Dex to be the captain.
Okay, Dex will be the captain.
Right.
That sounds good.
I just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, so I'm being hailed.
Yeah. So you're being hailed. Do you answer the call?
Yes.
Okay. You answer the call, and you can see it is coming from it's coming from the starship the starfighter on your left. And a voice comes through. This is Lieutenant Jack Porkins of the Republic Fleet. Please identify yourself and state your business.
Oh my goodness.
Porkins.
Jack Porkins?
Jack Porkins.
It's the fat guy from episode 4.
That's actually Jack Porkins. This is Jack Porkins. Totally
His
different.
brother.
Well, this is 3,000 years before him. He's not his brother.
And the Porkin line has
Stepbrother. Half-brother.
Half-brother.
Same guy.
He's actually an eternal being that's just survived.
Porkins is just immortal.
He lives forever.
And he just uses J names.
Okay. All right. What is? Okay. Other question. What is the call sign for our ship? Is it Stargazer?
I think it's just our ship name.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. We are the Stargazer, and we are seeking permission to dock at the station.
I see. His voice comes back through. I see, Stargazer. We're it's all right with you. We're gonna run your transponder codes just through our system to see if you're all in the up and up.
All right, that is fair.
All right. You wait a few. So he cuts the line for a minute. And you wait about 5 minutes, and you're kind of holding. They're kind of escorting in this holding pattern around the station, flying past the various warships. And there are other starfighters that fly in formation past, and other ships that land at the station in the meantime. What did you say your name was again, sir?
We are the Stargazer. We recently were gifted this ship, so it might be under a different call sign.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. These transponder codes are registered with no name to the starship to, it's Fulcrum. Is that your name, sir?
That is not. That is probably the previous owner who gifted us this, man, I can't think of words today. This ship. You can put ownership of this ship under Terradex Noxodon.
Terradex. Okay, sir. Are you licensed to fly this vehicle?
No, that is one of the license to fly, yes. This vehicle, no. That's part of the reason we're coming to the station is so that we can get that taken care of.
I see. All right. Well, it's all a little irregular.
Are you gonna say something?
Let's just run this through. This is a little interesting. Talk to my superior, see what they think about this.
As he's like finishing the sentence, as Deus and he goes, "Oh!" And he like goes to grab the mic from Dex.
It's not really a mic.
Or whatever it is, the little like panel. He just goes like to stand kind of like push over, like they're like, "Oh shoot!" Like he forgot something. And he goes, sir, we have an authorization code for the Republic fleet.
You do, huh?
Operation code Talos Haroon 101138.
Oh! Padawan Asdepace, I didn't know you were aboard this ship.
Yes, I'm so sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh, and you actually, you're not totally familiar. You're not totally familiar with Jack Porkins, but you definitely have heard of him.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were aboard these vessels. What was that, Spencer?
I said everyone's heard of Porkins.
Yeah, everyone knows Porkins. That
Here's me 2 credits.
Sounds like a sitcom. Everybody knows Porkins.
Sounds like everybody loves Raymond.
Exactly. He's like, I'm sorry, I did not know you were aboard. Yes, you're cleared to dock. I will say, sir, what was your last name again, Spencer? I completely...
Noxodon. Noxodon.
Mr. Noxodon, I will say, you will still have to do the test and register to be licensed to pilot this ship. Shouldn't be too difficult, but yes, you are cleared to dock at the platform 327. Filmed in front of a live studio audience? It definitely is.
Tech, I love you.
Padawan Asdepace, will you be intending on seeing the the Fleet Admiral while you are here?
If he has time, I'd love to stop in.
I'm sure he's got time for you, sir, but would you like me to pass on that you are here?
Sure, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Alright, I will let him know that you are here. Yes, proceed to dock. You are cleared to land. And the 2 fighters just like veer off, yeah, and start to make their holding pattern around the station once again.
I look at him. Sir?
I forgot I had the permission number.
I love you coming into frame and just backing out again.
That's kind of Asdepace's thing, though.
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm
just like...
Now you
I will turn and look at it and say thank you.
What'd you say, Spencer?
I just said I was going to turn to Asdepace and be like, thank you. That could have gone a lot worse.
Well, I'm glad I stepped in time. That could have been very interesting. Knowing Porkins.
It would have been a lot of red tape, right? But you helped cut through a lot of that.
Yeah. So you are you can see on the outside there are labels on the hangars, and you can find platform 327, and you can make your way towards that hangar.
Do I need to overclock it?
You hear from the intercom in the back.
I'm ready.
With just like sharp feedback with it.
Is anybody gonna respond? Or are you just gonna leave him hanging?
Say nothing
What
if
was
you
your
want
question
me
again,
to.
Paul?
He's asking if he can overclock it.
No, I think we're gonna be alright, Coda. I think we're gonna be alright.
Okay, I'm ready if you need me.
Alright, I will let you know next time.
I apologize if you hear the sound of an airplane in the background.
There's an airplane in the background.
We're just coming into the port and the fleet.
Yeah,
It's adding to the
it's the landing. It's the ambiance.
Yeah,
It's
Better
adding
not
to the
get
ambiance.
copywritten.
Copyright from what, Boeing?
Like Delta Airlines.
You can hear the plane now.
Get
too.
an email from Southwest.
It's like, how'd you find me?
Southwest always finds you.
I'm in the wrong spot.
Baskin Robbins always knows.
Thank you. I knew someone would get it. I knew it.
Third time, remember.
Okay, here we go. Alright. So yeah, you make your way towards the hangar.
Making my way.
No, I don't want to pull up Spotify.
Spoofy.
Yeah, Spoofy.
You find it on
And
Spoofy?
you land in there and you find, well,
Nice
you
joke.
land, and Southwest also know your location. Oh no! Please no. Oh, okay.
I love
So,
you guys.
you land in platform 327 or hangar 327 on a platform. What do y'all wish to do? You're now in the hangar. Finally have made it to Carrick Station.
I will put down the hydro spanner and not overclock the hyperdrive.
Okay. Are y'all who is everyone disembarking or?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. We're supposed to be finding this guy named Boomy, right?
Aranos did recommend Boomy to you, yes.
Boomy is the guy, the modification guy.
He's the
right?
Starship guy, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
quickly gather.
Oh, that's right, because we want to upgrade our ship.
Yeah. So, as you exit the ship, well, who else exits? Is anyone staying on the ship?
No.
I mean, I might need a moment to gather all my explosives, but I will be heading out.
Okay. What was that, Spencer and Lindsay?
I might stay on the ship and meditate.
Okay. Spencer, did you say anything about it?
I was going to kind of delay getting off, like make run checks through all the ship and stuff like that after we land, and then I was going to go off and basically take my Starship exam, go get
Okay.
my driver's license.
Okay. So, as the rest of you exit first, because Dex is going to stay, those of you walking out are met by a group of about, hang on, how many is it?
Is it
Where
the
is it?
Mafia?
Wait. Okay, I'll say about 5 guys. Looks to
Five
be-
guys?
Yeah, there's 5 guys in the hangar.
Oh.
Hey, burgers and dogs
Oh,
getting
I
off
want
the
Cajun
long
fries.
flight? I mean, come on.
Yeah, but there are
I want
5.
Cajun fries.
There are 5 individuals.
Damn it.
Look like mechanics that greet you there, and they're like, one of them, we'll say a Twi'lek, except for green skin, is like, which one of you is the captain of this vessel?
Point at Dex.
He's not with you.
Oh.
He's still on the ship, kind of running final
I missed
checks.
that part. Never mind. I point back at the ship.
Point back.
He's currently not with us.
He is inside, or she?
But you can speak with me on the
No,
We are simply, it is our responsibility to see that the ship is properly refitted. It appears as though there's some minor structural damage, but it appears to have been repaired. Either way, it is our job to refuel
I
and
would
repair.
recommend taking an extra look at the internal damage just to be sure.
If that is alright.
But yes, the captain is on the ship.
Okay. Dax, as you're running the final walkthrough, you hear, because the door remains open, you hear a voice like, Captain!
Are you part of the ground crew here?
Yes, we are here to do the inspection and to see our ship is properly refueled and refitted. It will be. It will take us about a day to do the whole thing.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
Did you follow them back to the ship?
Roll a natural 20. Or a natural 1.
He rolled a
Natural
20.
Okay. He's part of the ground crew, here to do refitting the ship.
Never have a good moment again.
Oh man.
It will cost about 200 credits to make sure everything is done properly. Alright, we shall, with your permission, Captain, we shall begin.
Perfect. And I'll also kind of give them like the walkthrough of like, hey, this is what I know needs to be done and taken care of, and like all that stuff.
All right. Okay. So.
I will also get 200 credits. That.
Okay. Yep. So you mark off 200 credits. So the rest of you are going to go find Boomy. Okay.
Boomy.
Would I know where to find it?
You would know because you haven't. You mostly spent time on the Telos. Most of the you know that the soldiers would come over here sometimes. I would say you're not the drinking type. You
No.
actually yeah. You know. Hang on, I need to pull up my screenshots.
If you do need it, my background, I'm a Force adept, and so it says when I attempt to learn a piece of knowledge, I instinctively know where or from whom I can obtain it.
Okay.
If that helps
I'm
at all.
looking. You know, there's the supplies quarter of the space station. You would know is rounded, separated kind of in these 4 rounded quadrants. There's the combat quarter, the supplies quarter, the crew quarter, and the galactic trade network quarter. You would know that the supplies quarter is probably the best place to find them. Cool. All right, so you guys exit the hangar, and there's this kind of, as you exit the hangar, there's this rounded hallway that kind of loops around to other hangars. You can hear conversations from other spacers and traders as they make their way through. And going back, I've got a lot of screenshots here. As you exit, there's an elevator in front of you. You guys going in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys go in the elevator and you head on up, and you come out, and before you is this large, very yellow lit space in front of you. It's got. Does it have carpets? It does not. Okay. There's the metallic floors, and in front of you is this very well lit, lots of yellow neon lights around, and decorated all over the place is these large white banners, with these blue slashes going across it. Paint's not actual slashes, and in the center of them is the symbol of the Republic. This sort of winged. There's a circle with these 2 wings that come on the inside, and the spire that comes up through the middle with a rounded point on one side and another side that is not quite complete, and this sort of star in the center of it, almost like if the Tower of Barad-dûr only had one little prong at the tip. And they're all over this place, like every single doorway there is a banner and this symbol there. And in front of you, you see, so to the right, actually, to the left, you see the sign says combat quarter, and to the right, you see supply quarter. And in front of you are these very large stairs that go up. Lots of people walking up and down. You see soldiers, you see traders, you see a couple of Jedi of all sorts of species and sizes and and genders. And these stairs walk up, and you see this very large pillar in the middle with the really bright neon white and purple. Or neon yellow and purple signs and lights. And then you can see it opens up into a larger space, and you can hear cantina music coming from that direction. You would know that is the cantina.
Oh, the drunks. Oh, no.
So to your right is the direction you would know is probably the way to go.
Okay. Well, that's the cantina, which we are not going to right now. If we go right, that's where...
Priorities.
If we go right, that's where he will probably be.
Just grab the top of Coda's head and like turn it the other way.
force pull. I'm like,
Are you? Are you guys heading off in that direction?
Just wrench me.
Time later.
I'm just.
Are you guys gonna head off in the direction of the?
Yeah.
Yes.
I will start going that way.
Okay. So start heading off your way in the supply quarter, and it opens up into this section. You can see it's kind of rounded as it goes around because
She's talking about your voice.
it's like the outside of the central. You're basically in the central spire of the spinning top, basically, and you see it wraps around these large windows, and there are several like almost like stalls, big stalls with metallic doors and grates and stuff like that that are open, and these are the various shops that inhabit this station. And there's like an inner circle, and then there's an outer circle, and in between is the standard bottomless pit that is, for once in Star Wars history, protected by guardrails.
Yay, guardrails!
Yay, OSHA!
Yeah, Space OSHA rules here in the Republic.
Space OSHA.
So the inner circle, there are a couple of shops, and then there's ones towards the outer circle. The ones in the inner circle look kind of nicer, kind of more bougie, and then the out ones are more. They're not like ugly or stuff like that, but they look more function over fashion sort of deal. And you see, make a perception check, whoever wants to look for the shop.
For the shop?
Yeah, if you're looking for.
Yeah, I'll try to look it.
Anything to.
My perception sucks.
Mine
Hey,
does
Dex.
too.
Oh wait, you're not there.
Dex is not here. Dex is not here.
I'm not paying attention.
It's an 8.
13.
13.
I'm still kind of looking back at the canteen.
Okay.
Now.
19. 19. Okay. Shayla, Dex, or Shayla and the DP. What did you roll, Brent?
That's a great question.
You don't have to roll if you don't want to.
13.
7.
Okay. So, I think Miria, Ravri, and Azdapeus, you see it first. You see a shop sign in Arabesh, in the Star Wars language, that literally reads, Boomy's Starship Modification Emporium. Pretty straightforward name there.
Beautiful.
Pretty sure that's what we're looking for.
I think we found him.
We found him.
Alright, you head in that direction?
Yes.
Here's our stop.
Yeah, so you walk in that direction. It's on the outer ring. It's sort of towards the middle. And you walk in, and it's kind of this mess of different various parts, and it's a pretty large space. But it doesn't look like the modifications are here. Obviously, it's something that looks like this is like not a front, but it's like this is the main office for something that you don't carry the mod from here to the starship. But there's like a central computer at a desk. There seems to be a back room where you hear some noise like welding and a little bit of cranking going away, but you do not see anybody in the immediate space.
Is there like one of those little desk bells?
There's a little button.
I push it.
You just boo, and you hear this little, you hear this throat clearing, and from around the corner, there's a door that leads to that back room. You see this very large figure, long, kind of lanky arms, a head that juts forward and then comes up with 2 eye stalks.
Oh, it's one of those.
This is my Thorian.
Yeah. One of those guys.
And he's got 2 mouths on the side of his neck, and this large kind of like hump in the back. And on the neck there is this little device that comes over both of his mouths. And he's sorry, I'm out of water.
Do you want me to go to you more?
Well, hello, welcome to my shop. I am Boomy. It's my name on the door. And when he speaks, it's a delay because you hear like this from his neck, and then it comes out through the device on the speakers. There's a translator. Ithorians can't speak Basic. So he slowly kind of lumbers forward towards the front desk. You're all a mighty fine-looking bunch here. What can I help you with?
Well, I'd like to make some modifications to our starship.
All right, that I can do. It says it on the sign.
And the captain is not there. The captain does not like this.
What was that?
Spencer's mad that he's not there for deciding what modifications.
I just realized we were going to modify the ship, and then the captain, who's become very possessive of the ship, is not there.
Yeah. So, he's like, that's what this, if you don't mind me asking, I would like to know a few things about your ship before I make the modifications or take requests. Could you tell me what kind of... thank you, that's very kind of you.
My pleasure.
What class of starship is it? Is it like a...
Phantoms.
What did you say, Shayla?
It's the Phantom class, right?
Yes, but you wouldn't know that.
Okay.
Like, is it a freighter, or is it a luxury vehicle, or...
Call the captain.
I need an answer.
Oh.
Hang on, like 4 people just spoke at once.
Sorry.
Shayla?
It's a luxury starship.
I'm gonna get out my comm link and I'm going to call Dex.
Okay, yeah. It's a luxury vehicle.
Let me call our captain. Dex.
Well, the captain ain't even here.
I'm the sub-captain. It's okay.
No, don't listen to him.
Dex, what class is our ship?
Ours is an X770B Phantom. It is considered a luxury cruiser, but has been outfitted for other uses.
Tactical uses.
Alright, so it's...
Thank you, Dex.
It's more a luxury type. Alright. Well, I ask because I am part of a guild of starship engineers, and we have these classifications for our starships. We offer special packages for them, special sorts of upgrades, and a recommendation for certain modifications that might go better with your ship. For example here, your luxury ship probably shouldn't be outfitted with a railgun. Those, you can do respectfully whatever you wish. But I recommend playing to your starship's strengths. If yours is a luxury vehicle, trying to outfit it with means of nicer amenities or certain implements that could allow you to swindle or impress your way through trouble easier.
I'm gonna just kind of reach over to the comm link, phone Dex again, and be like,
"Can we get a railgun?"
I pull it away from him. Dude.
I don't think a railgun's gonna fit, Coda, but some speed modifications, some of those countermeasures, all those are going to be very helpful in things in the future. It might not also hurt to look into getting some stuff to make life easier and more enjoyable on board. As we just learned from our past excursion here, we may be spending lots of time on here, so finding some things that will help us train or practice or have a little bit more comfort may also be very useful as well.
All right, I see very
Thank you, Dex.
very respectful insight from your captain. All right, well, if you don't mind, just from his, where did y'all just come from?
We came from Terrace.
No, the platform.
I like this one.
Everyone does.
Debatable.
From Terrace. Well, that's dangerous territory. Y'all didn't get the plague, did you?
No.
The what?
The
I
plague.
guess we'll find out if we bite you.
The raccoon
Sorry, I thought that was something new that I'm like,
No.
I forgot they called it the plague.
The bubonic plague. No.
What's that?
Alright, well, that's mighty fine. You know, we have a... we don't like having infected folk on the station. Alright.
Oh, of course
How
not.
long did it take you to get here?
20 days.
Yeah, 20 days.
Oh,
20 days. Oh, you must have a real low-class hyperdrive there. Alright, so let me run through you some recommendations. Do you know what... Do you know what tier your ship is? I apologize if these seem intrusive. I like to know everything about a starship before I get to work on it.
We're technically a tier 1, right?
Yes, you're tier 1.
What tier is our ship?
He said tier 1.
Tier
We're
1? Okay, well, that's most excellent. So, you mentioned...
Why are you back on this ship? Why aren't you here?
You mentioned nicer things. As part of our standard upgrading system, we can upgrade your ship and make it a little better in most regards, or we can modify it more specifically. With me and my partner... Hey, Turk! Get out here! You hear, there's still some welding going from the back in here. And then you see, and then Ithorian's very tall. Like, Boomy here is quite tall. And so you hear something coming from the back and you're kind of looking at the level of Boomy, but then you just see kind of at the lower of your periphery, this little sort of like pinkish, almost, not really pink, kind of like a pale white pink creature walk out.
Like
With a sort
peach
of,
color?
Sort of a peach color, yeah.
Peach cream.
Give me 1 second. I need to do something real quick. This little kind of peach colored creature walk out with this really weird, long, kind of bulbous head, and these fins that come out of his chin. He's got these stocky eyes that kind of poke out the front. His arms are really weird with this odd shape to it, and these little like pokey things. They look like fins that come out. And he's got really weird legs. You look at my picture.
I'm sorry. I just like to have a little
It's okay.
visual.
It's okay.
It's hard to
this is a
visualize it when...
He is a petrolean, this little fish dude. And he's like...
Petrolean?
Yeah, petrolean.
Does he like petroleum jelly?
No.
What's his name?
His
Turk?
name is Turk.
He's like, what? I'm busy back here.
He's like, this is my business associate Turk. He's a bit too forward, but he's a good guy all around. By the way, I think Ithorians only have 4 fingers, so it's more like this that he's doing. He's like,
Flash into peace sign.
He's a real good guy.
Well, whatever.
Hey, be nice to our new potential customers here.
Alright, fine. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Turk. I'm gonna go finish what I was working on.
He's great.
Miria's just looking at the two of them just going, fascinating.
I know, he's a real interesting guy once you... I'm going to Pumat here.
I was gonna say, you are our Pumat right now.
He's a real interesting guy once you get to know him. Real fascinating story he's got. So, as part of... So let me go through the options here. I can upgrade your starship to Tier 2, and as a luxury vehicle, I can... Shoot. I got too many things.
Not halfway through that sentence.
I can shoot.
I can shoot.
Okay, here we go.
Like the sloth in Zootopia where he falls asleep.
Yeah, right?
He's like, I can upgrade your ship from... Oh, wait, I know where to go. I actually know exactly where to go. I can upgrade it to Tier 2, and I can choose a couple of its systems to improve upon, or just focus on one particular system. I can make your ship more hardy, I can make it a little faster, and as part of upgrading to 2nd tier, we'll call it, I will add in the recreation modification at no extra cost. It basically... I thought I had more tabs pulled up. Recreation.
I just love the idea of him getting lost in his own words for a second. Like,
He actually, at this point, he is looking. He's got a computer screen on his desk, and he's looking up, kind of like pulling up these pages very slowly. He's not like slow Zootopia Flash slow.
Oh
but
my gosh.
He's not exactly the fastest being. Like, right. The recreation. Yeah, it's got gaming sets and instruments. And you can use it to have a good time. It'll spruce up your living space. It'll be real nice. And you can, use it to have people on board if you want to entertain some guests. You've got a yacht, it's pretty nice. You want to show it off. And that comes as part of the upgrade. I will also allow you to, your ship's speed and maneuverability can become a little more useful in case you ever encounter anything particularly dangerous.
Which that is a possibility.
It's quite a galaxy out there, isn't it? Ain't that right, Turk? Shut! Alright. I also have a list here of potential modifications. I will also tell you very quickly, with Turk and I and our 2 pit droids, it will take us roughly 5 days to accomplish a single modification or upgrade, unless there were certain members of your crew who wish to participate, which I will allow because you seem like very fine folk, and I will bump off some of the price, and it will also accelerate the time in which it can be completed. But that's a discussion for when we decide what to do here. So, you're fine to go, Shayla.
Sorry, what?
I just said you're fine to go.
Okay. If anybody wants to talk to Robbery, she just kind of steps out and does her own thing.
Okay, you're good. She's being summoned.
I got wedding stuff to go chill out with people.
Leaving, or are you just stepping away?
No, they're starting the bachelorette party, and they're all demanding my attention, which is interesting since I am not the bride.
Screw the bachelorette party, stay here!
You go do what you need.
Kidding.
Okay. I love you guys.
Bye!
Alright, as I was saying, see you later, nice lady. I've got a list here if it's interesting to you. You can run it by your captain. I recommend, considering you said it took 20 days to get here, maybe getting a new hyperdrive, one of a higher grade that would allow you faster travel between systems.
How much would that cost?
Let me go to my equipment thing. I'm calling Markiplier here. Alright, hyperdrives.
That makes for a very interesting voice.
It ranges. So I'm calculating a class 5 hyperdrive. You could upgrade just to class 4, but that's not much of an improvement. I would recommend something like a class 2 or a 1.5. That will run you roughly 10,000 to 12,000 credits for the hyper. But you can get much, much faster speeds if you upgrade to 5G on T-Mobile.
And now a word from our sponsor. No, just kidding.
Yes, Lindsay.
I'm on the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay, can I say that I would have given my money to someone?
Sure. I mean, it's kind of...
I'll take it.
I don't think I trust Koda with it, so I'll give it to...
No, I don't think we don't have to pay. This is an upfront payment, right? This is kind of like payment.
It's not enough. It won't be a complete upfront payment, no.
Yeah, so you're fine. So you don't have to.
It's like over time.
Antoff doesn't really care about money all that much, so she's kind of just like, here, just take it, what you need, so...
I can just picture, like, Antoff and Dex are both on the ship for different reasons, but they happen to be, like, sitting in the same room now, just on this holo call.
On this call. Yeah.
It's like when you, like, call your parents, like, when you were, like, first learning how to, like, go places, and you had to, like, call your parents, like, no, mate.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'll give my money to Alex to hold for safekeeping.
Okay.
Got you.
She would trust you.
Cool.
So,
How much?
because
How
I
much?
trust you more, and if you need to pay for something, then you can just use my money. I don't care.
Okay, how much is it?
I have 24,693 credits.
I'm ignoring you, Paul. I'm ignoring you, Paul.
Shut up, just shut up.
24,680?
It's 24,693.
Oh, 93. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, cool.
All right.
Perfect. I will keep it safe.
I mean, I don't like need anything. I don't really buy anything, so
I know,
it kind of
honest-
just have all this money here. So
Honestly, same.
Alright.
Like, I don't...
So, new hyperdrive. Actually, real quick, I will ask, are there any present modifications on your ship? Is there anything already on your ship so I know not to suggest anything you might already have? And you guys would know there is the
Yeah, I was gonna say, what
there
are
is the
there?
investigation suite and also the electromagnetic scrambler.
We have an investigation suite and an electromagnetic scrambler.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. All right. Well, going along, I might recommend a communications suppressor.
Well, that might be good.
Yes.
Perhaps an upgrade to your electromagnetic scrambler, allow it to do a little more. It's kind of basic if it's a normal one. There's a flight computer, which allows you to move your ship a little faster with a little less effort. It helps compartmentalize. Always recommend an upgrade to your nav computer. Just makes it so you have less to worry about when it comes to attempting to get into hyperspace.
Those all sound like good options.
Yeah. If you want your ship to see more, I can give you a scanner. Premium style scanner helps you see. In fact, it allows your ship to see basically everything within 1,000 feet of it. It's pretty nice. There's a sensor dampener. Let me make sure I know what the sensor dampener is. Yeah, you basically can attempt to blind another ship by disrupting its sensors for 1 minute. Your sort of ship, I imagine, isn't terribly built for combat, but if you wish to try to escape, that's a good thing there.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a ship slicer, a Mark I ship slicer.
It's just a giant carving knife.
It only works on small ships for your size, but you can disable ships by hacking into it, basically. It's very short, but it's still effective. A stealth device. What was that?
What size is our ship, by the way?
I can't hear you. Say that again.
What size is our ship?
Medium.
Yeah, only medium size.
There's a stealth device. It's not like a cloaking device, but it makes your ship harder to see, where you can basically try to scramble sensors, sort of deal. Or transmitters are pretty good. They basically allow me to make your ship a little bit more believable as a very luxury class. But you also mentioned potentially speed. And that's not the one. And the reactor.
But when we did the space fight, I think speed. Because I was piloting the ship while you were gone, and it was
I can't remember what the thing was. There's a lot of stuff here. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna find it. Plating? No, that's armor.
He's like going through his head.
Reactor? No.
There's some bass on that one.
Ship slicer. Sensor array? No. Why would that? That doesn't make any sense. What are you thinking? Thrusters! There we go. I can get you some thrusters, and it will allow you to boost your ship a little more. I will say, though, if you want... I mentioned earlier the flight computer. It doesn't make your ship faster, but if you wanted to use less effort or power to boost yourself or to go faster, it allows you to do that. And what I am saying here is the flight computer allows you to use a bonus action to dash and other other actions. If you want me to translate some of the stuff I've been saying into mechanic speak, I can do that.
Or essentially just D&D terms.
Yeah.
Let me just see. So the ones I have so far is hyperdrive would just make travel faster.
Yep.
Sensor dampener would make another ship blind.
Oh crap, hang on. Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
For whatever reason, it's freezing up on my... Okay, never mind, we're fine. Okay,
Good?
we're good. Yeah. So, so start over. I was... The Discord had frozen, so... Go ahead and start over what you were saying.
So we had hyperdrive, which just makes it travel faster.
Yeah.
We had the sensor dampener, which would make another ship blind.
Yes.
We have the ship slicer, where we could hack smaller ships.
So, so yeah, the sensor dampener blinds the ship for a minute. What was that one? The ship slicer basically disables a ship for a round.
Okay, we have the stealth device, which basically makes us harder to see.
Stealth device, you have advantage on hide checks that rely on scanners. Basically, yeah, you can give yourself advantage to hide, and it gives you, it gives your ship proficiency with hide checks.
Okay, sweet. And then we have transmitter, which makes us more believable as a luxury ship.
Ups your charisma modifier.
Ups your charisma. That's what I thought. Thrusters make us faster.
Thrusters ups your dex.
Oh, makes it ups our dex. Okay.
Yeah.
And flight computer gives us bonus action to dash and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay. I think the flight computer, I'm kind of torn between thrusters or transmitter. I don't know if we want both, but one of those. And then self-device, I think, are the ones that would be really good for us.
Yeah. I will also say, he mentioned an upgrade of the tier. Whenever you upgrade from tier 1 to tier 2, you can increase. It basically gives you an ability score increase of 2 on 1 or 1 on 2, and will also get you the recreation room. So that can also substitute if you didn't want to choose between transmitters or thrusters. You could up.
Then yes, I was about to ask about that tier upgrade, and I think that tier upgrade sounds so much better because we have several that a boost would be really great for.
Yeah, I agree. I think the tier upgrade is a really good choice. I like the out of those, I really like the hyperdrive and the flight computer.
Yes.
Brent.
Yes, I agree with all that. I do have one suggestion as well, and that is switching to a distributed power coupling system.
Oh yeah, you can also change out those systems, which I don't have pulled up, but I can get pulled up.
So what we have now is a central storage capacity of 4 power dice total. The distributed power coupling would give 2 power dice at each of our 5 systems, which would mean 10 total power dice. But we have no flexibility. Once the weapon power dice is all used up, we cannot take from the other systems like we can with the central storage.
It also means that it's harder to it would be harder for Coda to overclock to deal damage to the ship as he was before.
Yeah, less likely to overflow because he can roll his D4 power dice, and if we're totally empty, that's 10 slots that we would have to fill before doing the overcapacity damage.
I think that sounds great. That sounds like something that would be really helpful.
And I think we should also change the reactor, because we've got the 1d2 -1 option. Switching that either to the just 1 power die recovery per round or 1d2.
That was, what was that one called again, friend?
That is the reactor.
Reactor.
Either the fuel cell reactor or the power core reactor. The power core reactor would increase our fuel cost, and we would need to refuel more often, make a shorter relative jump.
All right, so let's see. So I have reactor, split coupling, flight computer, hyperdrive, and tier upgrade.
That sounds about right.
And the power distributor. Did he
He mentioned.
Okay, I missed that. Sorry.
He said split power.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does that sound good to everyone? Do we want to do anything different?
No, those were about all the ones I was thinking.
Yeah, what would be our cost for all of these things?
Well, let me, like I said, depending okay. I always have trouble because I'm trying to find.
Are you talking about the base and the multiplier?
Well, I'm trying to find where it says how much it costs to do a whole tier upgrade.
Yeah, I found that. That was 77,000 something.
Really? Where's that at?
That is under chapter 3.
Okay.
Upgrading a starship, the base tier cost is 77,500. So for our medium-sized ship, it is twice that.
Jeez.
Stab me in the heart.
Yeah.
How much?
70. So. Yeah.
77,500 times 2 is 155,000 credit.
Oh boy.
Ew.
I don't think even with all our money combined we could afford any of that.
So it sounds like if we're prioritizing that, we might need to give up on some of our modifications.
Yes.
Unless there was that cost down associated with some work help providing labor.
A bundle deal?
Yeah, is there a discount bundle?
Can we get everything for the price of the tier grade?
I would also advise not letting Coda be the only one trying to negotiate this. My charisma score is terrible.
Yeah, no.
Charisma score.
I might. The tier upgrade sort of is a combo bundle because I'm adding in a recreation space at no extra cost to your crew and also to your ship's suite capacity. It's a real nice thing we add, and
it is. But if we get random modifications as well, that's like 4 bundles.
But we don't have enough.
And that's what I'm saying. If we get that we should get a deal on all of it.
You said there was a price knockdown if some of us helped you with it. How much would that knock down the price?
Let's see.
Or at least what help could we give that would knock down the price a bit?
Oh, that's an interesting question. What kind of help are you talking about?
I'm asking you because you said we could help with some things.
It wouldn't if you're not able to afford it with the tier upgrade. I would say that probably. Excuse me.
It comes with the voice.
Yeah, and all the water I've been drinking. But anyway, it would knock down a couple of days, but I would say maybe it would knock down
70,000 credits.
No, my funny
per
friend.
person.
Well, that just would put me in the deficit, wouldn't it? Yeah, I would say maybe around 15 to 20,000 credits for the tier upgrade, because that stuff's expensive and really worthwhile. If you need extra credits, I mean, we've got over at the north end of the station, there's an elevator to the Cartel Bazaar, the Bounty Brokers Association. They've got jobs all lined up and stuff like that. Or you could go to the south end and go talk to some of the Republic guys. There's like a ship task force being built, and they've got jobs that could be useful to you guys. If you helped with modifications, I could take that from. Give me 1 second. I could knock off. Let's say if you're getting an operation upgrade. My calculate pulls out his data pad.
Is he a finger pecker where he just has like the one finger and he like slowly like presses each button?
Yeah, that's what I picture.
I could knock off around maybe 2,000 credits off that. Because the bigger workforce means we can do things faster and the labor time isn't as big. I mean, it depends on how much you guys, how many of you help out. But I still do need to turn a profit. I am running a business here.
Makes sense.
No,
Why don't you add up all of our credits and see where...
Well, could I maybe suggest we get some of these other upgrades that we want first, and then maybe, because we're kind of waiting to hear back, maybe we could go do some bounties or something like that and get some more money to use towards the tier upgrade?
I think that sounds good to me, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work for me. I think we should add up all of our credits and see what we're working with. Because if we can afford everything outright, then let's just do it.
Yeah, I think I don't know what prices are, but I think we might be able to afford the upgrades, but I don't think we're going to get the tier upgrade. I think we're going to have to go make more money. Even with the amount of money we have now, I think we would need to go make more money to get the tier upgrade.
Okay. I've got about 20,000 credits myself.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
I have 20,000.
So how many people times 20,000?
7 of us?
20 times 7?
8 technically, because robbery is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
8.
So that'd only be.
That's 160,000 approximately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an extra 6,000 credits on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess we could.
So that would
Yeah,
basically allow you
let's
to
do
get. Actually, would allow you to get a decent chunk of things, but you would be down a good chunk of cash.
Yeah, I was gonna say we wouldn't have money for anything.
Yeah, let's do Spencer's plan. Get the modifications, save up for the tier upgrade.
Yeah, we can always. Dex is always down to do a couple bounties. He's not above bounty hunter work.
Yeah. All right. If that's your decision, what strikes your fancy first? That's another thing. How much does it cost to change out your reactor and stuff like that?
Yeah, I have that. Oh, that is the wrong back button.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we've got it on the table.
5,100 credits for the distributed power coupling.
Yeah.
And which reactor do we want?
Does someone want to keep track?
So there was one reactor was 1 dice per round, and then the other one was a D2.
How much everything's going to cost?
That is correct. A D2 at an increased fuel cost.
I will say that is also those prices are doubled because of the medium starship.
That would be true.
So it's 200 for the split.
The distributed power coupling is 5,100, so it would be 10,200 credits. And the other ones are around that same price for the reactors.
I say we just do the one. I think the fuel consumption could come and bite us in the butt.
If I knew how fuel worked, maybe. I have looked through this and I'm not sure how much fuel it takes to get from one end of the galaxy to another.
Are we just not going to worry about it?
I think for just flavor-wise, I picture us building this ship in as like a kind of a stealthy cruiser that could go long distances with function and stuff like that. So at least even just from like a flavor standpoint, I think just the one per round, but not the reduced fuel cost. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, if doing the D2, it's only an increase of like half a point on average per round.
Yeah. That one would run you 9,000 credits if you wanted to switch out to a fuel cell reactor.
Okay. I'm keeping track of these prices, by the way.
Yeah, you're good. So...
And then we wanted the flight computer, right?
Yeah.
Flight computer, yeah, that's, where is that?
And me personally, a flight computer and a hyperdrive.
That's an operation, so that would run you 7,000 credits for that installation on a base level.
Are you trying to pull parts of the ship out without touching the edge?
Yeah. It's better if the wires don't touch. Kaboomies happen.
You said operation.
I know.
Everybody say it with me. What is it? Boomy?
Mm-hmm.
Boomy wants big boom.
James Boomy wants big boom.
Could I recommend you changing your business name so to Kaboomies?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Hey, sir! Write that one down.
If we come back, it's Kaboomies. It's like a little get on Neo sign.
Alright, and then the last one is the hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive. What kind of hyperdrive? I mean, they're expensive.
Do we want the 1.5?
The 1 point... It's taking too damn long. Hyperdrive 1.5 will run you 12,000 credits. 12,500, excuse me, I misread that. And I'm gonna leave that price as it is because it's getting real expensive.
Alright. Where are we at so far, Spencer?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
We are
on
at...
the fuel cost, by the way, but carry on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We can figure it out later.
Okay.
We are currently at 38,700.
38,000.
Okay, that's not bad.
If
And what does that all include?
Yeah, if we
That's hyperdrive, flight computer, the split coupling, and the reactor upgrade.
So if we wanted to do the thrusters and the other modifications, we have room for more.
Which, the thrusters and the transmitters?
Yeah.
Yeah, how much are those each?
The thrusters... Let me just check this out. That's universal. Transmitter, also universal. Those would... Good gosh, yeah. Universal are 4,000 credits, so they'll be 8,000 credits each.
If we want to do that. Or if there's other modifications, we can add those as well.
I mean, I think doing the transmitter and the thrusters are both good, and then that leaves us with still about half our money left, so we're not starting from zero when we're going on these bounties.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Is this the decision? All right. So we'll definitely bill you. I'll worry. We're not gonna worry about half once, half another. Like, you'll just pay once it's all done. All right. So, question for you, lovely folk: how many of you would like, if you would like, to participate in helping us upgrade? Because it would reduce the price, and it would reduce the time it takes. I don't know if y'all are on a time frame or anything.
Are we on a time frame?
How many? Orano said he would contact you. You're not sure.
Oh, okay.
How many upgrades?
That is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upgrades.
All right. So you're looking
Upgrades, people.
at about a month, 24-ish days for me, Turk, and our 2 droids to do the work. But if we were to add a couple more people, we could help reduce that time and price.
Dex would help. Dex isn't doing anything
That's
else.
1, that makes 5.
Mary, I can try and help.
6.
Yeah, DC is proficient with mechanics. Yep.
Alright, cool. So 7, 8. Who else helping? That it? So
I've got things I need to do.
that's actually alright.
Make sure someone's with him.
Help you want to.
Let me just see real quick. I think if my math is correct, it's well. Let's see here. All right, hang on. Oh gosh, I hate math. All right, so let us start.
Hey, Austin.
Yes.
Atop's gonna help. He's gonna do heavy lifting with the Force.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
9. All right. So, all right. Let us start with the universal systems. You guys want? All right. Divided by. Wow, those could be completed in roughly 3 days. Those 2, the transmitters and the thrusters. You also wanted a new hyperdrive. It doesn't give me a time frame on the hyperdrive.
And the railgun.
No.
Hyperdrive. Alright.
I mean, it's just like an engine switch, right? You just take out the old hyperdrive, put in a new one.
Yeah.
Like it's taking out.
Take a battery.
The problem is it doesn't say how long it takes to install a hyperdrive. We'll call...
Estimate.
What's that?
I thought I found a spot for it.
I'm checking the equipment.
That would be in Starship.
Yeah, oh, here you go. Installation time. All right. Alright, the hyperdrive will take a little longer. That's going to be around 5 days. For your reactor and coupling, that's 9,000 divided by... That'll take 2 days. And what were you looking? The distributed power coupling?
That's right.
Yes.
Divided by 9. That'll take a little over 2 days. I should have been keeping track of this.
We're at 12 days.
So 12 days. All right, thank you. 12 days.
12 days.
Well, we have the total cost.
I don't know.
What's up?
We have the total base cost. Can't we just use that?
That's actually that's a much smarter idea. What's the total cost?
The total cost is $54,700.
All right, yeah, it'll take 12 days to complete all this stuff. That's what we're gonna do with that. So, with all of you helping, that will take 12 days.
That's better.
That's significantly
Yeah,
better.
it was going to be a lot more than that. So we effectively reduced the time by half. So we've got that, and y'all just came from Terrace, and I would like to respectfully inform you that your clothes are quite filthy. But
thank you for
so
that.
as we prepare to get your ship up, what hangar are you good fine folks in?
327.
327. All right, I'll get my team down there pretty quick. I am also I'm friends with some of the other shopkeepers around here. There's a lovely lady and her brother, Val and Sola. They run a shop over just around kitty corner from here. She's great with clothing, and he actually does modifications for like armor and other clothing. If you wanted to buy something from him, or if you had stuff already, you could go to Val and Sola. There's also this funny Weequay fella named Dward. He runs a weapon shop just over yonder. He's similar. He sells weapons and modifies them. So you could go to him, and if you had any requests for weapons or modifications, you could go talk to Dward. You fine folks have a preference as to who to visit first?
I'm curious about this Dward person.
There's a vote for Dward.
I'm sorry, I love it.
And it probably wouldn't hurt to look at weapons personally.
The modifications for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, some weapons would be nice.
Alright. Sounds like Dward it is. Well, Turk, take the droids down to 327 and wait for us there. Start getting those parts ready. I'll take you to visit Dward if that's alright. I can leave this shop unattended for now.
Sounds good.
Follow me. He starts to lumber very slowly down around the corner, and just towards the end there's a...
It turns into that scene from Monsters University where Sully's just like, go!
And you walk up to this shop that doesn't have a sign, doesn't have a name, and it looks pretty ramshackle in there, but there are still, there are lines of weapons, blasters, rifles, carbines, snipers on the wall, blaster cannons, rotary cannons, all sorts of weapons on the wall there. And you also see parts, like you see scopes, you see barrels. Yes, Brent?
I think for the time, we multiplied the time by 2 twice. Because it is the base cost of the new equipment, which the base cost for what Spencer calculated should be divided by 2. Because that's the modified cost, is what he found. So if it's the base cost, we should divide our time and days by 2 to correct for that.
So 6 days?
I'm a little confused.
So the installation time equation, right?
Yeah.
Is the base cost of the new equipment times the Starship size equipment. In finding that cost number, that was already multiplied by 2 because of the Starship size equipment cost. So we don't need to multiply it again for the cost that we found in order to satisfy the equation.
Okay.
So instead of 12 days, it should take 6 days with the numbers that we provided.
We can always go over it after the show.
Yeah, we can do that after the session, but...
Real quick before we move on, was there a price reduction for that? I was just going to do the math to tell everybody how much they needed to take out.
We'll get to that later.
Okay, no worries.
It'll probably be figured out afterwards.
Perfect. Great.
Right, so... Boomy leads you over to this other shop, and like I said, there are weapons on one side, and on the other side there are parts, stocks, barrels, scopes, that sort of different modification parts. And Boomy calls in and he says, "Hey, Dward, it's Boomy. I brought potential customers." And then from out behind a shelf, you see this brown leathery skin with little spikes coming out and like these long braids coming out the back. He's like, he's a Weequay, basically. He's Hondo, if you guys know Hondo. He's like, "Oh, good to see you there, Boomy. It's a pleasure bringing fine folks to my shop. Thank you very much. You get it back to your shop. I'll take it from here. Hello, I am Dward. I am the resident commercial weapon salesman here with, of course, permission from the Republic. You can see my my plaque up on the wall there. They say I'm allowed to sell weapons here.
Oh my gosh.
I am Dward. I hope that your weapons shine as bright as the stars in the sky. What can I do for you?"
Mary is like immediately just fascinated with this guy.
I need a sonic rifle.
Sonic rifle. All right. Well, I could definitely provide one of those. I've got a large selection of weapons here. You know what? I'm going to say, because it is getting pretty late, call this session here for the night.
Okay.
We'll deal. Thank you all for your wonderful role plays and for joining us. Especially for you at home, thank you all for joining us on our stream tonight. I will say that hopefully we'll be able to do this next Saturday. And hope you all will join us again. Once be sure to follow us on Twitch. For those of you who have joined us for the first time tonight, we hope to see you again. If you've joined us before, we hope to see you again as well.
Shout out to all my Bad Batch Week besties.
Yes, thank you
I love you
everybody
guys.
for joining us.
Besties.
Alex has informed us that tonight we ranked from top 10 to top 5 to top 3 on tabletop RPG streams.
All right.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And if his information was correct.
Yeah, so the Twitch app kind of spazzes out because it says like right now it's like you have 5 viewers, but I can pull up like all the viewers and we have like 18, 17
Yeah, I noticed
like
that too online.
it just gets weird. So I was looking at other like right now it says we're like 7th or 8th, but we're tied with like 2nd place, not first place, it's not ranked, but you know what I mean.
So, yeah,
like
but on the list,
we're like
unlisted.
We're on the front page.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Thank you so much, guys, for making that possible, for joining us. We really appreciate that support. Once again, please follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube. The hand in front of So subscribe to us on YouTube, the Nerd Herd 90s. Follow us on Instagram, same handle. We really love doing this stuff and appreciate you guys being here. So thank you guys so much for watching.
We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.